hippie hut down a country road. There's a girl named Jonesy with a carefree soul. She's got chickens in the yard, running wild and free, and she's rolling up her life in a sweet green dream. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. She wakes up with the sunrise, no shoes on her feet, dancing in the garden to a reggae beat. She's got a peace sign hanging on her front porch swing, and a big old smile for everything. Jonesing in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jones's living in her own kind of life. She's got no worries, just the earth and sky, living her life, no need to try, with a heart full of love and a head full of dreams. Jones's riding on life's sweet stream. Jonesing in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jones's living in her own kind of life. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see.
Hello. I love that song.
Isn't it cute? AMAC made it for me.
Of course AMAC made it. I was going to guess either AMAC or Pearl.
Oh, Pearl and AMAC are both so talented.
They are. They are.
What's up? What have you been doing today?
A whole lot of things. I've been all up and down my house, up and down my stairs 50 bajillion times. Moved 2 truckloads of boxes.
Wow.
And trekked my grandson across the country.
Nice. That like
Croutons on his.
360.
I know. He's on his first vacation, so he did really good on the plane. Mom and Dad were so proud of him. He was no crying, nothing, and he's loving it.
I'm so glad.
I know, because we love to travel, so I'm like, yes, he's a good traveler.
That's good.
What's been going down?
I don't know. Listen, I had these little things sent to me. I had a clip, and then it was actually posted in the Discord.
Yes.
And so I wanted to address it because I think it's straight pure bullshit.
It's icky. It's
icky. It's icky. Look, oh my God, I added a thing. Look.
You're a nut. You're a nut. Oh, Archer's playing with the squeaking toy. Sorry, guys.
That don't bother me. I don't think it bothers anybody else. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see y'all. Hey, Trevor.
Yeah, say hey to your chat.
Trevor and Granny. Scooter McBooters. A one-way street. Hello, Okie. Yep. I'm so glad to see y'all. Uh-oh, I think I seen Sue. Yep, there she is. Oh, well, we're not talking about Bullhorn, so you're good, Sue. Hang out, girl.
Everybody, from what I hear, and I check my timeline, everybody is.
Hey, so float. Hey, beautiful coffee beans. Listen, the one thing I will say about Betty is she came out with zero humble, well, I don't know if that's the word, humbleness. Um,
No humility.
no humility,
Mhm.
no accountability. Like she's just straight on it already. So
Did she already do a live?
yeah. She
Oh
put
my
it on members
gosh.
only because and then Sav bought a membership to it
Oh my
and
gosh.
was streaming it, and she privated it midway through.
Oh my goodness.
But no. Hey, Granny's watching. Glad to see you, babe. Hey, Kate the Magnificent. I'm so glad to see y'all. Anybody's welcome to join if you want to. But I wanted to do you let's see. Are you let me think of how to say this. Have you been made aware of someone saying something about a comment you made in Nonsense's chat? Have you been
Yeah,
made aware of
yeah,
that?
I saw your Discord, and then Tater sent me a couple screenshots of from a comment section. Um
I'm trying
First
to
of
find where you commented on Nonsense's live
I don't know the
because I'm
timestamp.
trying to like compare the
Somebody help.
oh shit.
Oh,
I was
there's nonsense.
so there she went. Somebody help.
It's
Oh,
like
baby Jesus.
it's over like 45 minutes in because the only lives that I have listened to on the Bullhorn Betty Madness, because it's been a busy weekend. We have a festival in our town, and
And you're
uh
still getting your house ready, right?
right, well, and I had the grandbaby before he went on vacation, and then they all came over yesterday and we celebrated at the town fair. So I have someone had sent me that caricature of Sebastian. I made a post about it. And then other than that, I listened to your live this morning on 2X and Nonsense's live, and I just haven't had a lot of time to ingest it. I've seen people talking about it like on community posts and in discords and stuff, but I
Okay, well, I wanted
haven't heard
to
all the things on it until
see
your live and Nonsense.
exactly what Nonsense was speaking about when you left that comment. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I think
I
that's very important to see
Well,
what
I could just give you the general, but because I don't remember her word for word, but basically, why anyone would get pissed from it, I don't think Nonsense was talking about anyone in particular. I certainly didn't take it that way. And so my comment wasn't directed at anyone in particular. It's just that, like, yeah, it's become a circus and it's icky. Like,
well, we've
I don't
talked
know
about
why
that
anyone would
before,
take that
right?
on and put it on themselves. What?
We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Like how we pulled
Like,
out of the Quentin Simon, like you pulled out way earlier than I did. But
when
eventually,
When Aileen became involved, and I've spoken about this on my channel several times, I've made videos of lives about it. I've had debates with you and Chasing about it. Like I felt like when Aileen showed up, it turned into a bigger circus, and I just, I never stood behind that. I understand it. I wasn't gonna hate on it, but like I just felt like it added to the drama of it all. And I've spoken about this several times. My thoughts have not changed on that.
no, and that's what I was gonna say is because me and you weren't real tight back then. We were
No.
just acquaintances, YouTube acquaintances, right?
Mhm.
We were just fellow creators. And you pulled out when Aileen got involved, and I
I
actually stayed in
I didn't
for
even
a
know you were a
while.
creator at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What now? Was I? Yeah, I
Yeah, but
was. No,
I didn't
but you
know it
didn't know
though.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. And I stayed involved in it for a little while longer until I decided to check myself and realize, hey, you're the one being the bully now.
Wide
Like,
open kudos.
and that's when I kind of just stopped covering Betty so much because it was just a headache to always cover. Wide open cooter.
What is that name?
I love it. That's what I think of every time I see that name.
Oh.
But
You're
anyways,
not blocked, Tess.
But that's what nonsense was discussing, right? Because see, I listened to nonsense while I was cutting grass today. I listened to nonsense and then I listened to a little bit of Lady K until my earbuds died. But the gist of it was that everybody has participated in one way or another in making this what it's turned into.
Right. Like I
Right?
hopped on, yeah, when I hopped
And
on YouTube
benefiting.
today. Yeah. I hopped on YouTube today. I see, like I said, my whole timeline is covered in it. And whatever, I don't know people's positions on it, and that's fine. But then I see like Molly Golightly's covering it. I watched a
Yeah.
clip of Justin, calling the law enforcement about it, and just like all these, like everyone. And I was like, oh, yeah, it just feels like it's turning into a big circus. I don't see where my
Just
comment was
like it
directed
was
towards any.
with
Yeah,
Quentin, but it wasn't directed towards anybody specifically. And that's why I feel like what Queen and them pulled on this panel is bullshit. Like, listen,
it's
what
crazy,
y'all
that's
got a
for
hard
sure.
one for deets, and it's really weird. It's really, really weird. I don't understand what it is. Like, she didn't say anything out of the way, but every single thing has to come back to y'all.
It's so
Every single thing
bizarre.
has to be about y'all. Everything we say, everything we do, especially deeds, has to come back. It has to be about Queen.
I don't get it. It's like I said, nothing was mentioned in that live. That not the part of nonsense. I had to dip out a little early, but not the part I listened to. Nothing was mentioned about her. I didn't see anybody in the
No, there
comments
wasn't. I
commenting
listened to
about
her
her.
the whole live.
So
There
I
was
don't
nothing
even
about.
know. I don't even know why these guys went over and made it about them. It's weird.
It is very weird, and that's what I mean by like manufactured drama. Let's just not do this. It's not
Right?
necessary. Y'all act like she don't exist. She'll act like y'all don't exist. Just move on. Period. And then you got just Samantha going around making comments the way she shouldn't be. Just Samantha. The link is pinned, girl, if you want to come up here. But you are stating as if you factually know that Deets is Ital. And you've mentioned it several places. And that
I
you
just want to
can't
say
wait to
this.
see Deets get arrested.
That is weird, but I'm glad that you're going to celebrate my arrest. Um, Good for you. I'll send a cake in my honor, I guess. But like, I don't think I've ever done anything that would warrant an arrest. But here's the thing: I'm not losing any sleep over these comments. And the thing about Queen's lawyer finding out who Ital is, okay, good, because then you guys can leave my name out of your fucking mouths. Like, congrats.
Yeah.
I'll be happy when you find out. Jeez Louise.
That's what I'm saying. But to be putting it out the way she does, let's see. I think I added one of the screen. Let's see what this one is. Okay, first off, let me take the comment down. Okay, so we got this one. Nope, not that one. This is because just Samantha, you're just a little part of this. Deets worry about when Queen's lawyer finds out who Ital was. Girl, you trying to act like Deets, like you being real accusatory with that statement.
Just Samantha.
And
I
then
haven't even watched all the damn iTown videos, but okay.
on one of them, she said something about she couldn't wait for you to get arrested. And I was like,
I know.
okay, this is too much. This is way too much. Stop it.
I'm
Stop it.
taking up
This
a
is
lot
how,
of space in this individual's head.
and
Individual
this
I
is
never
how a
even
lot of
spoke with.
bullshit start. It
Mhm.
really does. Like, that's rumors. That's bullshit. Cut it the fuck out.
I
Y'all
don't.
be messy as fuck.
If they're blaming me, it's one less person they're blaming it on.
I guess that's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to this clip because I was just super confused, okay? Because this is the clip. This is not the specific clip, but this is the clip that was uploaded in my Discord, and I went and heard it. Then I went and found where it was, right? Because I knew it was when Cappy jumped on panel. So that's what we're going off
People
of.
don't do that. Yeah, that's not that good.
What's up, Cap?
What up?
Yo,
Hey
what's
guys.
up, Cap? How you doing? Scared.
Good. Hey guys. Yeah. So
Who is that person?
no bail bondsman is just gonna listen to somebody off YouTube either. Like that's a
Yeah.
business. They're
Yeah,
gonna be
don't-
like, you don't like Belhorn Betty, she's an asshole. I bailed out
I agree with that statement. Ain't no bail bond. If y'all are blowing up the bail bondsman, shame on y'all. Not blowing up, but literally, but you know what I mean.
Right, that's what Nonsense was saying, and I
But
agree.
no.
That's part of the circus that this is
Mm-hmm.
creating, like all that stuff. And again, that's not me putting that on anyone at all. Just saying like those kind of statements, and obviously they're saying no, so they're in agreement with that. Adds to the circus that, people are blowing up bail bondsmen and things like that. It's just it becomes ridiculous. It becomes ridiculous.
It absolutely does. So let's keep listening. But I
Fucking
just wanted to point out that I agree with that too. Like a bail bondsman, like even if they are getting calls, they're not going to be swayed by the calls because what they're
No,
swayed
they
by is that money,
yeah,
that
they don't make their
contract.
money.
people who've done crazy ass shit. I don't give a fuck. Bye.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
they're not going to listen. True. And I totally get what you're saying though. We don't support going real life. We don't support fucking interfering in anything regarding her
We don't-
case and her legal.
We don't know. That's just what people are saying, that people are calling bail bondsmen. I heard it over on Nonsenses when she spoke about
Yeah,
it.
she was talking about
But we
it.
we really don't know if anybody is and who they are or anything like that.
It's just a waste of your
Should-
energy if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, it is. And it just
They
stop. See, that's what I mean by some folks have too much damn time on their hands. Just stop.
But also feel rest assured that a bondsman is going to tell you to fuck off, or they're just going to hang up
Period.
on you, or they'll give you like lip service, like sure, yeah, bye, yeah, right. You know,
You think so, Granny? You think? Yeah, because it's like, would it shock me, Granny, if people
Oh
were
yeah,
calling?
I agree, Granny. It
No.
wouldn't shock me if people were
No,
calling,
no.
but it's stupid to do.
It is stupid. But again, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, we don't.
What I want to know is why Deets is.
Okay, so see, it's coming in hot right here. So this leaves me to believe that Queen, while she was silent, was over there watching Nonsenses, getting scooped like she does when she's gone off the panel a lot of times. She's scurrying around the YouTube skreets picking up stuff. So this makes me think that, in my opinion, and Deets may have a different opinion. In my opinion, I think she was watching and seeing Deets' comment or something without any kind of like context.
The person who, if she's the one who saw my comment, which that could have been, like you said, maybe she was in there, or the person that just hopped on panel, and 30 seconds later she comes in screaming hot about me, drops it in the back chat. That could be it too. Either way, however the information got over there about my Icky comment, they didn't listen to any of the contents or context
Right.
of Nonsense's stream because they had absolutely nothing to do with the hype.
With the hive or it wasn't anybody in particular,
No.
from what I gathered, that
No.
Nonsense. And that's what I told you. Like, unless she thought Nonsense was talking or alluding to her, I don't know why she would think your comment was about her. And I didn't take Nonsense's live alluding to anybody in particular.
Same.
But for those who can't read it, this was Deets' comment. She was responding, she said, to something Nonsense said. She said, yep, that's where a lot of us got to with Georgia. The realization everyone was making it a circus for their own reasons and not Quentin. Same thing is happening here, and it's icky. Now, I want to ask the chat, do y'all think that's icky? Is it icky or not? Here, let me put a poll up.
Oh gosh, put my feet to the fire, y'all.
Let me put a you read comments. Let me put a poll up.
Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'm baiting on panel. Let me come over here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Um,
Do you think the circus is icky?
dang right,
Yes.
chat test gets them every time.
Or no?
Hey, Lana, good to see ya.
Y'all vote. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think the circus surrounding Sebastian Rogers' case is icky, much like it was with Quentin Simon?
Yeah, the live from today, Bendy, she was going over your stuff, which, by the way, great job up there on panel with
I was
Justin.
so proud
You
of
did a
you.
great job, Bendy. I loved
Bendy
it.
killed it.
She sure did. Granny
see
says, here's
Granny's
my
okay.
thing. No matter what side you're coming from, it's all covering the same thing. Therefore, is any one creator better than the other simply because they come from a different approach? No, like I said, this isn't an attack on any creator. It's just like when
It's just talking about
it
everything
becomes such a
together.
huge circus, it starts to feel icky. I don't know how else to describe it. It's exactly what happened in Georgia. It became a huge circus down there with everything that was going on with the protesting and the counter protesting, and even just Bullhorn Betty going and doing what she's done and getting arrested. That's icky. Like, it's just like the whole thing
Right.
has a whole ick factor on it. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a non-offensive word, but maybe it is offensive.
I'll go look, Chris. I don't know, but I didn't think that
Granny.
comment warranted this. Okay, so that comment struck a nerve somewhere, and it's weird.
Lip service, like, sure, yeah, bye. Yeah, right. You know?
Yeah, we don't.
What I want to know is why Deets is
Oh, coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Very.
Yeah, we don't.
What I want to know is why Deets is saying this feels so icky.
If you don't
Okay.
think that this case feels icky, then you are out of your motherfucking mind.
Let's
First
touch
off.
on that real quick. That little thing right there. If I were to dare try to mimic Queen
Well,
Bee's
I'd do
voice,
it. I don't give a
I would
shit.
be drugged for days on lives. But it's okay to do it to mine. If you're gonna do it to mine, get it right. That's so icky.
That's
like
so
that.
icky.
Icky.
Granny, I appreciated your
Gosh.
post yesterday so much. I was so glad to see what you wrote because that's exactly how I've been feeling. Like,
What
literally.
was it?
I'd have to go back and look at it, but it was like, man, let's go look. Screw it. Let's go look real quick. All right, share this tab instead. Let's go over here to beautiful Granny and her community posts. Okay. I can't possibly be the only one conflicted and disappointed by today's events. Today was meant to spread awareness and attention to Sebastian Rogers and his disappearance on February 26th. It's extremely unfortunate that once again, BHB has put herself before Sebastian. She knew what her presence would cause during this event, and I'll go as far as to say she got exactly what she wanted. Center stage, once again, Betty. I hope the ride had a great turnout. I hope Sebastian's name and face met new eyes that offer new leads. I hope Michaela's Mutt Hut uses the funds to further honor Sebastian. I hope more positivity came from today than the chaos and drama we heard of. Sebastian deserves better. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Do you want me to give my thoughts on that or wait until
Yes,
after?
go ahead.
So I
Go ahead.
agree completely. That's the whole part of it. Like, no matter what you feel or think about all of this, no matter what you feel or think about the parents or the media managers or the content creators covering it any which way, yesterday was supposed to be a good thing in honor of Sebastian, to spread awareness of Sebastian, get his name out there. And they went so far as to make a donation to someone else instead of taking the money in and getting raked over the coals over that. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of that whole stuff. I know I'm sure plenty of people have, but take that all aside. It was supposed to be a positive, uplifting thing, and a content creator came in and it was made all about that because of her and her actions. How the fuck is that not icky, y'all?
It is icky. How is Tony's phone crossing the screen not icky? It is. How are some of the things that we've said ourselves pertaining to Seth and his actions not icky? We are responsible for things as well of being part of the ickiness. So, like, Why take this and make it about you and take little digs like this? I just don't understand. It keeps the war going. It keeps it all in an uproar. Just
Right.
fucking stop.
Oh,
Just
I'll say it
stop.
right for country real quick. That's so icky.
That's so icky.
We'll work on your valley girl.
Seth Rogers, Sebastian. Isn't that his YouTube name, Seth Rogers? Okay, I found it.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Somebody said he made a community post, so before we keep going. It isn't? Okay.
No, Tony, it wasn't a fundraiser for him though. It was a fundraiser for that dog shelter mutt hut thing. So it wasn't even for Seth. That's my whole point. Like it was literally all for Sebastian in his honor, spread awareness for him, and donations to a cause that he
Yeah,
loves.
it
which is
wasn't monetary
animals.
gain for
Yeah,
Seth.
there.
on
I
this
don't think it was monetary gain at all.
one. He
Don't worry,
says
Soup. It's BHB light. She's just on the peripheral of this live.
yeah, no. We're not going into that. Okay. Here's Seth Rogers' community post. He posted it 26 minutes ago. It says, "It isn't about the lack of humanity. It is about evil versus good. Major Tim, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, informed me today when I called him about Sebastian that they have information on the case, but they don't feel like sharing it with me today. He said they will share that information tomorrow. Why does my son have to wait until tomorrow? He is important to me every day, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. When will they go? When are they going to remember that they are supposed to protect and serve the people and stop serving themselves?" What's your thoughts on that?
I see both sides of this. You know, he's a parent, anxious for information. It's kind of weird that they'd be like, "Yeah, we got some info. We'll share it with you
It
tomorrow."
is kind of weird, isn't it?
I would just be like, "Why'd you even tell me that? Because now I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna be pacing the floors.
What's your info,
Yada
bro?
yada yada." Or it could have been the other side of that is, was it a comment from law enforcement like, we don't have much, but we'll sit down with you tomorrow and do a briefing. So
Right.
maybe it was just something like that. I don't know. I understand his frustrations though. As a parent with
Yeah.
a missing child, I would
I
be
agree.
frustrated too.
All right, let's see what our poll is at. Hold on. We'll check the poll in a minute. So let's go back over this.
Or they'll give you like lip service, like, sure, yeah, bye. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't.
What I want to know is why Deets is saying this feels so icky. Everybody's making it about themselves.
Everybody is making it about themselves. Absolutely.
That's not what I said though, but okay.
No, but it's true. That part's true. A lot of people have made this case about themselves.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sorry, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Sebastian while I'm fucking talking about Betty going to jail for harassing the fuck out of his family.
Why? Wait.
What
why
is she
would
talking about?
Yeah, who asked her to do that?
Why would she? I don't understand. I'm so lost.
Hey,
Lost
that's
in
why
the
all I could
sauce,
do was
baby.
laugh at all this. What
Well.
the fuck?
Yeah, what is that about?
Feels
Like,
real
how is
fucking
it making
icky.
it about yourself?
Well, hold on. It feels real fucking.
So Cappy said, well, what's that about? How are you making this about yourself? Deets, did you say Queen was making this about herself?
Didn't say anybody was making. I said, when Quentin Simon stuff went down, people made it more or did things for their own reasons and not about
Yeah,
Quentin.
but you didn't
But
say
no, I didn't
Queen.
say anybody's done anything in this about
Let
themselves.
me look at this screenshot again. Hold on. Let me see, because they got to be coming up with that somehow. Yep, that's where a lot of us got to with Georgia. The realization everyone was making it a circus for their own reasons and not Quentin. Same thing is happening here, and it's icky. Why would she think that's towards her?
Oh no.
Was you doing that, Queen? I didn't think you were. Was you doing that? Was you making the Quentin case more of a circus for your own gain, for your own reasons? I don't know any other reason why you would take offense to that comment. I cannot figure it out.
It's so bizarre. This is like one of the worst. There's been a lot of bizarre comments about me over there for the past year, but this is one of the most bizarre outrage moments.
Hey, TPE.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's very. I don't know.
Not that I'm stating. Here's the thing. I don't watch her. I don't know what her coverage of all of this has been. I couldn't tell you one
Honestly,
thing
I've been
that the
having to
Hive
keep.
has done on this whole situation. Not one.
Yeah, I've been having to keep Deets and Funya in the loop. Like, we'll go a day or two without talking, and then it's like, what's up? What's going down? What's hitting on the streets? Like, and then
Yeah,
we talk
by in the
about our
loop, she
own.
means all of YouTube. But yeah,
Yeah,
she
all
does.
of YouTube, like what's been
Absolutely.
happening everywhere. But it's not like, hey, tell me what's going down on Queens. What's happening? Actually, I haven't even been listening to Queen as much. God.
Well,
it's
Trevor's in the
unfortunate.
chat. He could tell you, like, in Gavel's Discord, there was like a little scrimmage going on the other day, and I came in and I'm like, I feel like Baby off Dirty Dancing when she just awkwardly says, I carried a
seen that.
watermelon. So I'm just gonna stand over here in the corner with my watermelon because, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm just with anything.
Maybe. Okay, Remy says maybe it's because she streamed Aileen, so she just took it personal. The Georgia comment, maybe, is what made her feel like it was personal.
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get the vibe that that's what Nonsense was talking about.
I didn't think so either.
She never popped into my mind with that image. Just the whole situation, just the chaos surrounding a missing kids case, just is becoming a circus, and it feels icky. Like that's seriously all that was.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just confused.
I mean, I
on
have
it.
had these conversations over on that panel over a year ago. So it's not like
Yeah.
this is any new type of statement from my mouth, y'all.
No, not at all. You've said it several times.
See motherfucking folks like Emmy, like Sin, like, you know, Lemon fucking lazy fuck, you know, Savage, all these motherfuckers who had no problem calling Betty out for how long?
Years.
See, what is she talking about?
I don't
I'm
know.
so confused. Oh my
Well,
god.
how is it making it about yourself?
Well, hold on. It feels real fucking icky to see motherfucking folks like Emmy, like Sin, like, you know, Lemon fucking lazy fuck, you know, Savage, all these motherfuckers who had no problem calling Betty out for how long?
Years.
But all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, what?
I don't know. Does it drop off there? Does she say more?
I don't know.
It feels icky.
Oh, all of a sudden, it feels.
Do that again. I hadn't heard that part.
But all of a sudden, it feels icky.
What you
I'm
mean?
out of here with that bullshit.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah.
You mean the justice system dealing with the justice
Yeah,
system?
I've dealt with this bitch for fucking damn near 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
The police.
I do think I did see people congratulating Queen on Betty
That's
being
so
arrested
weird.
yesterday. I ain't even gonna front. I did see that, and I'm like, why are people congratulating Queen for Betty getting arrested? It has fuck all to do with Queen. Like, why are they acting like this is a win for her? It's a win for the parents. We finally got people that are willing to stand up to these tragedy pimps, these bad actors, these trauma vultures, whatever you want to call them. Why? I was so confused. Like, why are y'all congratulating? It was very strange.
Are dealing with
Yeah, I
it,
don't
because this is
even-
what we've been asking for
Oh,
protection.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I really did have to pee. I don't even know about all that. But yeah, I think this is what like everybody's goal in this sector. Not goal, because that's going to sound like a conspiracy, but everybody, collectively has stood on the fact that, we want these victims and their families, to be able to defend themselves. I got screamed, me, Allie,
Hey, Nana's
MJ,
love.
like a bunch of people got screamed at by a creator I don't even know, because we said actions like these are going to lead to new laws. Like literally that's what we said. And here we're watching this stuff play out. And yeah, that's what's going to happen, is it's going to lead to some kind of law, because these families should be able to protect themselves. And
Which is what we want, right?
Yeah, these people have finally met their match when it comes to Katie and her family, and they're gonna stand up for themselves. And if that means through legal means, then that means through legal means. I'm freaking proud of that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I was. Wow.
Like, whether you like the Wells or not, I always thought they should have went to, took care of it legally when the heels on the ground went down there, and they got on fire and screaming your baby's dead and all that, and it's wild.
Yeah, but why, Granny? That's the thing. Why is she highlighting Deetz's comment on somebody else's stream? It's not like Deetz came in there and said that to her, like as
No,
if it
and
was
it's not
about
like
her.
Nonsense was even talking about her. That's the
No,
thing.
Nonsense was
Like,
talking about like the gist of the whole thing, all the
yeah,
toxicity surrounding this case, and she was talking about people who benefit from it, but I don't know. I just didn't think she was talking about any
no, yeah.
particular person.
If you go look at Nonsense's, there's no reason to like pick. Like, there were a lot of very similar comments to that exact same
know.
sentiment in that time frame of what Nonsense was saying. So there's
Well, that's why
absolutely
I
no
wanted to
reason
go
to
and
go
find
over
it.
and take offense to mine.
Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to find it, because I wanted to see exactly what she was saying when you put that comment in.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks so different on the computer than it does on my phone, so I don't know how far in. I mean, I
I
can
think it's
kind of
after
tell.
it's after like the 45, 50-minute mark. She was like almost an hour in, maybe a little over an hour in.
Okay, let's see.
Because I had been listening for a hot minute.
Playback speed. Let me put her on 2x. Because I seen me in here, but I don't see you yet.
Oh, I'm after you.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm right here on it. Okay. So this is what was being talked about.
This is normal speed. Sad circumstance.
Let me take it off 2x.
This is I stand by what I said, and I know a lot of other people stand by what they said too about today.
You probably have to go back before my
Yeah, I'm gonna
comment
need to go
shows
back
up.
a little bit more. Yeah.
I don't fuck
sad
with
circumstances.
you.
I stand by what I said.
It's such a long day when other people on YouTube are causing.
All right, here we go.
Somebody emailed me that.
You doing okay, Nana?
These people are true crime creators. I'm sorry. Anybody that calls themselves true crime, I'm sorry. This is what you sit with.
I'm fine. I'm just listening.
It's been a rough day, guys.
It's been a long day. I mean, I worked all day and then I came home to all this crap and I'm like, oh.
So I'm saying I went school shopping and it's like.
It's such a long day when other people on YouTube are causing ruckuses. It affects me so deeply because I worry about my freedom of speech and being able to call it a career to exploit families on the daily. It's such a tough fucking day.
I got back and I was like, all hell it broke loose when I got back.
Having a birthday party for my grandson. My ice cream came out really good, guys.
Did it? Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
And they love.
I mean, shocker, you're living lives. Okay, cool. Move on.
Give me just a second. Thank you, everybody, for being here too.
I love her
snarky.
snarky.
This is where I was in Georgia. This is what I couldn't fuck with.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay, here we are, guys.
Let's see.
That's awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for being here too.
I told you guys Petty Becky is full in effect. This is where I was in Georgia. This is what I couldn't fuck with in Georgia. Everybody was just cheering and applauding and having these celebrations, and I'm over here, fuck everybody. Burn it all to the ground.
Just real quick, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. It means a lot. Thank you for joining tonight.
I don't fuck
sad
with
circumstances. I stand by what I said, and I know a lot of other people stand by what they said too about today was a sad day for the True Crime Channel. I'm sorry.
Today was a sad day for the True Crime Channel. Oh my God, look at this. I can't. We got to get that again. Just because I enjoy this way too much because you sound so fucking stupid.
The thing is, Brittany, I would not consider true crime because the only true crime she covers is the true crime that involves drama.
Yeah,
she's not Grizzly or Plunder.
Or a discussion channel. You could put her in a discussion channel category.
You could. Yeah.
Let's get it in full normal speed.
Thank you, everybody, for for being here too. Just real quick.
I sure the fuck was, Chico. I sure the fuck was. All of you guys know I bawled. I cried. Yep, I was so fucking mad. I cried.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like,
Sure as
especially
fuck
when
was.
I just
when you
want to
do
say
like
thank
what Nonsense is doing now, because she is doing it hardcore. She's doing it, often, and because there is a difference between, debunking the lies and setting timelines straight and things like that, and then just talking about it. And I'm not throwing shade because I do both. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there is a difference. But she's like fully in debunking the lie mode, and she's been doing it solid pretty much this whole time. I think she came, what, a month, 6 weeks in? I don't remember, but I
Yeah.
know it
It
was a
was
little
about,
bit later. And
yeah.
so it's exhausting when you see like all this hard work and then everyone so focused on this arrest and not Sebastian. Like, I understand where she got really frustrated with everyone. And again, I take her statement there to mean like everyone discussing it, not anyone in particular.
Right. Oh,
But I
yeah,
was
the docket
commenting.
too.
My comment in the chat though was about the Georgia stuff that she talked about earlier.
Right. So let's see. Okay, so your comment should be coming up now.
Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. It means a lot. Thank you for joining tonight.
This is normal speed.
Sad circumstances. I stand by what I said, and I know
It's no longer normal speed because I just sped it up.
a lot of other people stand by what they said too about today was a sad day for the True Crime Channel. I'm sorry.
All right.
Was.
Boom. There's Deet's comment right here. Yep, that's where a lot of us got to with Georgia. The realization everyone was making it a circus for their own reasons and not Quentin. Same thing is happening here, and it's Icky. And that led. Did Nonsense reply to you, Deet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So then that led to this.
What you mean?
Out of here with that bullshit.
You mean the justice system dealing with the justice
I've
system?
dealt with this bitch for fucking damn near 2 years.
Yeah. The police are dealing with it because this is what we've been asking for protection of families by authorities because we feel like they're being harassed illegally. And then when the police actually do something, it's like, oh my God, this feels icky that she goes to jail.
Well,
wait, I never said it was.
That's not
icky that
even
she
what the
goes to
fucking
jail,
topic
you
was,
dumb fuck.
cunt.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ.
I call him B-Twist because he sure loves to twist my words. Like, he loves to twist them.
So what was going on in the background for them to think that that's what the discussion was about? I don't understand any of this bullshit right now. And yeah, I'm a little defensive over Deets. I feel protective over Deets.
You don't have to be. I've honestly, this is funny because it's so freaking weird and out of left field.
But that's what drives me crazy about it because it's like, why? Why?
Because they want to keep it going. They
But
want to
why?
keep it going.
Why do you want to keep it going?
Who knows?
You know, like move on. And then just wait.
I mean, like, fuck us been asking. The Proudfoots took it upon themselves. Like, YouTube had nothing to do with that. They did what they were legally entitled to do and protect themselves.
And
okay.
I think we're all glad they did. Like, we were rejoicing in that. Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
And
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, I think it's just like another minute or so.
And law enforcement followed through.
Yeah.
So this is all on Betty. This is, you know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah, we know it's all on Betty. Like,
what the fuck do you think we're talking about?
They think you're defending Betty and Nonsense's comments, saying it's icky that she was arrested. That ain't even what. Oh my God. I fucking figured it out. That's what you get for not paying attention and not checking for context. But it had nothing to do with Betty getting locked. This is strange. Strange and some change.
This has nothing to do with people on YouTube.
You know what? Even better. I'm sorry, Queen. I talked over you.
I said the shit's fucking comedy to me, but it's okay.
It should be comedy to you because you just made this shit up in your head.
You just invented that whole fucking skit on your own. It should be comedy.
It absolutely is fucking hysterical. Ha 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 ha. Like,
way to
it's
play a
just
martyr
it's
on
just
something that
unfucking
wasn't about. You know what this
necessary.
reminds me of? That song. You're so vain. Like, what the
Oh my
heck?
God.
It
Yeah, not
wasn't about
everything's
you,
about
girl.
you. This is so weird. Okay, I'm so glad I got context to like what was, because I seen that screenshot of your comment and I just
Mhm.
needed to know what nonsense was talking about in that moment. And it was nothing about what they're talking about right now.
Yeah, again, I felt like I didn't feel like she was talking about that. I didn't feel like Nonsense was talking about anyone in particular. It didn't sound like it. I know I sure as hell wasn't. I don't think the people in the chat said anybody in particular. So this is really fucking weird.
It is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Real icky. It's comedy. It's like, are you fucking serious, bitch?
And
Like,
you know what? It can feel icky to fucking deeps. That's fine. Keep your fucking feelings at home. You feel icky about it. The rest of us, we're okay with it.
Wait,
Deets,
whoa!
did you say hold up? Did you
Whoa!
say you feel icky about Bullhorn Betty getting arrested?
No, I didn't.
See?
And wait, so everybody has to keep their opinions to themselves except you? Get the fuck out of here. Boy.
Yeah, the voice of reason. Get
Come
the
on.
fuck. No, miss us with that bullshit.
it's like, are you fucking serious, bitch? Like,
And you know what? It can feel icky to fucking deeps. That's fine. Keep your fucking feelings at home. You feel icky about it. The rest of us, we're okay with it.
Hey, voices though, you felt like it
You-
was icky when Queen was looking at Gannon Stout's autopsy photos. You didn't keep that shit to yourself.
Ooh, good point.
So why the fuck are you sitting here telling somebody else to keep their opinions to theirself, even though that is not Deets' opinion, because that's not what was said. Y'all
Here's
are
the
making
thing.
up some bumfuck shit and running with
If
it.
you
It's
want to be
weird.
outraged at me for something, just be outraged on what I actually said, though. No one,
Right.
I don't think it's icky that she's got arrested. Hell, I'm glad she got arrested. She deserved to be arrested. Her ass was warned over and over and over. She
She knew,
deserved
and
what she got.
she knew this was going to happen, in my
Yeah.
opinion, and I think Deets feels the same. Like, she knew this could happen. She, I think, in some ways, maybe wanted it to happen.
Well, that's what's icky about it. She went down there knowing this would create a fucking circus. That's what's icky about it. She knew.
Yeah, she knowingly took away from Sebastian and the calls that Seth was trying to, the awareness Seth was trying to bring. Like, it would have been nice for Seth to be like, hey, bitch, you probably shouldn't come just because, things are so hostile right now with the protective orders and shit. And I don't want nothing going down. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And she still went. And she knew what going would do. She deserved what she got.
Yeah, she absolutely did. Nobody said that her getting arrested was icky. And like that wasn't even the discussion happening on the channel at that point when I made that comment. So why would you put it into that context? Whoever took it over there or whoever went and found it, you're the shit starter. Like what the fuck is wrong with
Absolutely.
you?
This has to be somebody sending her something in private and making it seem like you were feeling bad or taking up for Betty, saying her being arrested was icky. And it seems like Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest over here, not Keith, because Keith ain't even involved. But the other three Nimrods, I don't even know. The other three Nimrods are picking up what Queen Bee is putting down and they're running with it. It's a damn shame. Y'all need to get it together.
Fools. You look like fools. Super sleuth.
Well, at least now we know why Betty recommended Deets and channel.
Whoa! When did she ever recommend my channel?
He's talking about when she said something about remember she did that live calling me, you, and Savage, like if you've got some background information or something like that.
Well, she said I was bullied off this platform, which is another fucking lie. I wasn't. So that's not like.
But that's what he's referring to as her speaking on your channel, but he don't even know the right fucking word to say.
B-twist, man, you're gonna get a
That makes a little bit
broken
more sense.
back.
Thank you for bringing that up. That's hilarious.
Is it, Kathy?
It's
Because it
so
doesn't make
funny,
any sense.
Cappy. It's so funny.
I'm tired of her being the one who gets to decide the fucking feelings out here. Sorry.
What? Chelsea, why did you tell me this is so funny? Oh, well, okay. I will put out a decree later today on what the feelings have to be. You, Nimrod, am I not allowed to share my feelings about situation? And am I supposed to just stop chatting in any chat? Not engage in the conversation with creators that I like and let them know that I agree with them that yes, this has become a big circus. Like I got to keep all that shit to myself. I'm not allowed to have my own
But
opinions.
listen, that's
Got
not
it.
even what you were saying.
I
So
know.
this whole thing that what she just said is null and
It's all
void. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
manufactured.
Oh,
It's so ridiculous. I didn't even know it was this funny.
I'm about to close the poll out. If you have not voted, please go vote. If you find Sebastian Rogers' case just as icky as the shit that went down in Georgia with Quentin Simon's case, let us know.
I'll add in another case. This is just as icky as the shit
and
that's gone down in
Summers,
Summers' case.
Gabby's,
And Idaho 4. And
Idaho 4.
Yeah, like all these cases, it's all fucking, it's so icky. Like, it's icky, y'all. Like, what the fuck? But Betty getting arrested? No, that's not icky. She deserved that shit.
This is too much.
Yeah, I'm really over the whole compass of the community shit. Like, not just her, a few others too. Like
Compass of the community.
I have.
What?
Listen, people take ownership. Like when others share their opinions, I don't take ownership of that. Like if Jonesy were to get up here and say, this is just hypothetical, but if she were to get up here and say, like, I am sick of people talking about Idaho 4 and WSU Cam Mom and blah, 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 those people are dumbasses. Like, why am I going to take ownership of her opinion on that situation and put it on myself and be like, oh my gosh, why is she acting like the moral authority?
Weird.
I can't talk about it now anymore since, Johnson has spoken. Like, why are you taking ownership of that? That's so weird.
It is weird. Yeah, trauma is hard enough, Nana. I hope you're doing okay, love. That's Billy Joe.
They have distasted me. Like, they have had disgust for me for like a year. And 98% of it is all manufactured in their own fucking brains. Yes, one shot. I am the Illuminati. And I am secretly recruiting everyone behind the scenes and doing tons of shady shit behind the scenes if you don't know. Not that there's ever been one receipt of that ever happening, produced, but if you're not aware of it, that's exactly what happens.
I hope, you know what, Texas girl, I do agree with you. And that's what when I said earlier, like we take part in doing the icky stuff as well, even if that isn't our intentions, even if we're not meaning to. Us just going live about stuff is taking part in it. It's taking part of the Crama of it all, period. It just is. Hey, Melissa Jane.
I call the icky in the streets. I'm
icky in
teach on the motherfucking icky streets.
You forgot judgmental. You forgot judgmental.
Oh, damn it.
Deets on the motherfucking.
This is becoming the longest name in YouTube history.
Icky judgmental motherfucking street.
When literally self-snitched on herself to try to get another person arrested, and she ended up getting arrested. How is that icky? That's cool.
See, they're literally explaining getting arrested. They think that you're saying that her getting arrested was icky.
Y'all do your super sleuthing like BJ. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God,
None of that was discussed.
Some of the stuff, the questions she was asking today, I was on Nonsense's replay. I was like, you couldn't find her mugshot. Like you couldn't find the county website to find that. Come on, girl.
That was like right there.
Karma. I feel like that's kind of renewed my faith in a god at this point. I feel like, wow.
Fucking with people, following them, telling them you're going to get guns, threatening them with machetes and dumbass shit like that, acting like you're fucking tough, driving clear to their fucking town to go get tough. Bitch, You got what the fuck you had coming.
Yeah, that's the icky
Yeah.
shit.
I agree with you. Wow, shocker. I agree with. Oh my God, voices, get on to her for trying to be the moral authority because I agree with what she's saying. Holy shit, how dare she be the moral authority around here?
Jesus Christ.
And now sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
In that goddamn jail cell where the fuck you belong because you did this shit your motherfucking self.
Yeah. I think if anyone else did this shit, like for instance, if Queen did half the shit Betty did, oh my God. Oh my God. There'd be riots on these streets.
Whatever.
Dolly and PJ are headed to
I
Washington,
digress.
D.C. No added charges to his record. I just looked. I don't know. Okay, he's going to Washington, D.C. Maybe he'll can. I don't know. I don't know why he's traveling all over the place. I don't know. I guess that's his vacation.
Nanya coming in on her horse.
I don't know if that was the end of it, so I'm just listening for a couple of seconds longer.
What the fuck is in DC? I mean, there's a lot of things in DC, but what?
Or something.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. He's traveling.
It feels icky, guys. I know how
He was in Atlanta yesterday.
I know how it feels icky, guys. I know how we can identify with her feeling. Watching Justin make $3,000 while crying over BHB getting arrested. And
Yeah, that was icky too.
That's icky too. That's part of the ick.
Some
That's
of what Queen's
absolutely-
done is
I
icky
didn't-
because it's just been 12 hours of content every fucking day, and it's like
oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was
some
just
stuff
gonna say,
I've
like,
done has been icky. I'm sorry, Dee. Some stuff
I
that
can't speak on it though. Like I can't
I
speak
know.
on what the hive has done because I don't know. But I agree. Like if what she's saying is true, like the only thing I've seen about Justin was what Nonsense played today on Brittany's panel, and then there was a clip about him, calling that. And yeah, that's icky. That adds to the whole ick factor of
It
all of this. Absolutely
Tony's peen
does.
slip is icky. Me attacking Seth is icky. I'm just saying, like, why take
Turning
it so
everything into
personal?
a circus is icky.
We've all had our part in it. Period.
Mhm.
going to jail for her own actions. That's how it feels icky.
Yeah, I don't feel.
I didn't catch any of Justin's live. He was upset about her getting put in jail.
He was like, it was wrong.
Bitch, he made money hand over fist.
He made
Well,
$3,000 last night.
Happy you didn't catch it. No problems. Just go make some shit up about it because that seems to be the
Yeah,
status
just
quo, right? Just go make some shit up about it and run with it on your panel. However many
Listen.
watching. Yeah, just make some shit up.
Shit's
That
ridiculous.
seems to work for y'all in other
Everybody
regions.
saying that she shouldn't go to jail. This feels set up. It's a setup. It's like
Which
wrong.
he'll only get like 60% of $3,000, but in the end, I mean, he's gonna have to pay taxes
All
on
right,
it all.
I
But,
ended the
I
poll.
mean, that was kind of karmic.
The poll is 82% think the circus is icky and 17% think it's not.
Allie says she's lost. Here, let me explain this briefly. I was listening to Nonsense's live earlier today. Nonsense made a comment about how she checked out of the
You want me to
Quentin's
go to
case. I mean, you can, but I'm just gonna like do a summary.
Okay.
Nonsense was talking about how she checked out of Quentin's case because it became such a circus. And I made a comment in her chat saying, yeah, that's where a lot of us got to in that point in Quentin's case, because it became more about, I can't even remember my exact words. It became more about
Well, it's the content.
others.
It's
The
on the
sad day.
screen. It's on the screen. Hold on. Let me come back over here.
Okay.
It's on the screen. She made the comment. Yep, that's where a lot of us got to with Georgia. The realization everyone was making it a circus for their own reasons and not Quentin. Same thing is happening here, and it's icky.
So that's what that happened at Nonsenses. Again, it was not about anyone. We were just talking about how this case has become a circus. And it absolutely has. And it's heartbreaking because someone's lost in it. And then I don't know, however long later, afterwards, someone just picks up that comment, or Queen picked it up herself, or someone took it to her and they have ran with it. And now it's turned into them, stating that I said that I think it's icky that Betty was arrested, which is complete and utter bullshit.
I mean, it's manufactured bullshit. And that's fake as fuck. There's no need for it. Let's just keep it as real as we can across the board. Like, that was turned into something it wasn't. And I got those screenshots and I seen that screen recording. And I was like, what the fuck? And so then I was like, well, how does Dietz's comment relate
It
to
doesn't even
what
translate.
this video is?
Mm-mm.
It doesn't even go together. I don't know.
Yeah, and like
I was
Chasing
just
said, I mean,
confused.
she told us on when everybody started heading down there, she was like, "Oh, well, her ass is getting arrested." We're like,
Oh, I
"Yeah,
knew
she
it too.
violated the order before court was out, y'all. She was violating the order. Of course, she was going to get arrested.
Mhm.
That's part of the ick. She turned it into a circus for her own self-serving needs. That's just wild."
Let's see. No, she's out, Kelsey. I knew she was gonna get locked up too. I said if she goes, that's gonna be it.
Mm-hmm. You
Tony
can't joke
bonded her
about
out.
doing like a GoFundMe for a gun and about a missing family
She
and
did it
think
to
that a
herself.
judge isn't gonna take that seriously.
Yeah, she did a members only live earlier, but now she's
Mhm.
privated it. But she has no remorse, no accountability, no self-awareness. She's same old, which a lot of people thought she was going to come out burning the streets down. She didn't. She was calm in that members only live. But
Did she mention their names?
no, she was being very careful with her words.
Oh,
Very
that's good.
careful with her words.
That's good.
So she thinks she's above the law. She absolutely does.
Kathy, I honestly, if she didn't go pick that comment out herself, I'm guessing that's what someone told her, and then that kind of goes back to super sleuths, because if you can't go get the full context before you lose your mind over something, you just look like a fool.
I agree. It's just not necessary. That was icky. Making this into something was icky
Yeah.
to me.
That's
So
weird.
it was not needed. 1, Sebastian. 2, Betty. We can discuss whatever we want. Anyone can. I hate that people keep saying stop talking about BHB. F that. She's tortured too many. I agree.
Mhm.
I know, right, Jen Lou? Like going to Tennessee, like I would, if I was a judge. Now, I do want to know because they went out there about an active warrant. Okay, I want to know who called. Or like was the detective keeping an eye on her movements and what she was doing? Did the detective let the judge know that she was down here and he put out a warrant on her? I don't know. Did somebody from YouTube land call and be like, hey, Betty's out there and she's not even supposed to be talking about Sebastian? I don't know.
Did anyone pull like the call logs to the jail?
Savage said she pulled the dispatch call, but it was just saying that it was them approaching doing a warrant check or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't say who called or anything. But we know there's a reason they decided to go get her, right? So were they alerted by somebody on the outside, or was somebody like the detective on the inside keeping up, eyes on the situation? Because she didn't turn over pew-pews either.
Oh, I saw what Queen Bella's saying. I saw that in. Actually, I think Chasing told me
Where's
that's
it at?
the news story. Was that
Oh, who did
Betty
I hear
called?
that
It was
from?
about like the pup place. Like, let me see. Let me word this right. There was a lady there filming about dog food. There was a whole situation about the monetary issues with getting the dog food to the Michaela's mutt place. I guess Betty got frustrated, called law enforcement because they wanted her to stop filming or to get her to leave or something like that, and that's what led to all of this. That's the news story.
Oh, so you
In
got
a
your own
nutshell.
self locked up, bitch.
I don't know if it's true or not. That's just the news
People
story.
were arguing and she called. Well, yeah, but why would they do a warrant check just because? Like, if you call, I don't know, let's say somebody runs off the road into the ditch. They don't get hurt or anything, but I have to call 911 because their cell phone's dead, right? The cops are not going to show up to me and do a warrant check on me, I wouldn't think.
Well, that's what Yep said. She said, yep, or she didn't say yep's her name. She called to have someone removed from the event. It's in the call log and witnesses.
Wow.
Maybe they just ran the names of those
Maybe they
involved.
just
Like
ran.
if they
Yeah, I was
come,
about to
I know
say.
here, like if there's a situation going down, like law enforcement might they'll be like, all right, let me have your IDs. We're go write up our
That's
report or
exactly what I was
statement or
about to
whatnot.
say. What
Run
if
her
they got
name.
her ID and decided to check it
But no,
along
that
with
don't make sense
everybody
either
else's?
because if she didn't have a warrant, did she? Not for violating the
Yeah,
order.
yeah, it was
Oh, did
violating
she?
the order. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they had put a warrant out for the violation of the order.
Isn't that what it was? Yep. Yeah, no, we've been here doing this. We ain't gonna. I'm saying you don't have to attack her like beyond. It's so hard to explain because
That's what I
everybody's
thought, wide
mind's
open
different.
cooter. The judge said there was no warrant needed. She didn't have an yeah, you're right. So that doesn't even make sense either.
No, but I'm saying because the hearings weren't mandatory. She did not have to be there, right?
No, you don't technically have to be there, but if you don't show up, then they're automatically going to, well, not automatically, but 9 times out of 10, they grant it.
Oh, here comes Jason.
She gonna school you all.
All right,
Goodness.
tell us what's up.
Goodness gracious, I gotta get Petty Betty for this.
Well, first, I need you to say, it's so icky.
That's so icky. I don't think I'm good at that. That's so gross.
All right, Petty
Yes.
Betty, give us the down low.
So what happened was, this is what I've heard since I've been listening on the streets, honey. Tommy, I'll
Okay, tell
beat you
us.
into next month. Allegedly, there was a lady who went up on Queen's panel, and she said, I was there, I had my GoPro, my husband was with me, he's a veteran or whatever, he was talking to the owner of the place, because he was supposed to be a veteran too, and they were talking about, like, does he have this memorial thing or whatever. In the meanwhile, she was talking to Michaela's Mutts and said, I'd like to pledge 2 months worth of dog food through Chewy to your organization. Where do I send it? Michaela allegedly said, you can do it through us and we can just run the card. And she was like, no, that's fine. I can do it through Chewy. I just need an address or whatever. And they didn't want to give it to her for whatever reason. So then, and she was, she had her GoPro on, so she was like filming the whole time, the lady was. So then she said, well, we can go up to like Tractor Supply and I can buy you 2 80-pound bags of Pro Plan. And the lady was like, well, you can just give me, Michaela's Mutts people were like, you can just give us the card. We'll keep it on file and we'll, run it for the 2 months worth of dog food or whatever. And she makes a comment, the lady does, you guys are the IP address stealers. I'm not doing that. Like, I'll go with you to buy the dog food or we can go through Chewy. And so they were arguing, and allegedly Betty went to the owner and said, I want this lady removed. And the owner went to the lady and her husband and said, you guys are going to have to leave or whatever. And they had a conversation. He ended up talking to the husband and then they allowed him to stay. So Betty and the owner got into it. They were arguing. At some point, somebody called the police. Now, it was said there were 3 calls made to that area, one at like noon, and then, I don't know, a couple other times. The lady with the GoPro spoke to a specific officer. Then she, everything was good. She left. She got Starbucks. She came back. And by the time she got back, there were a bunch more officers there. So if you watch what they showed that Clue took, somebody stabilized it. You can see the officers are talking to Betty. Betty has the pants on, not the shorts. There's another lady with shorts on. So there's plenty of people there talking. Did one of them say, she's not even supposed to be here. She's violating an order right now, doing all of this. That's possible. Maybe one of the officers who showed up had that information. Maybe somebody did call and say, listen, you know, they're over there and there's an issue. Because there was no active warrant. Everybody looked at the same time. Like everybody was looking when all of that was going on and the police were there. There was no warrant listed for her. And if you believe what the person in the court was relaying to the Truth Not Feelings channel guy, he said he had a person sitting in that courtroom.
Yes.
And he only spoke like when that person texted. And as he was writing it out, they said no texting, no phone calls, not to be where they are, no videos, no mentioning, no talking about Sebastian, the Bower Sox, or Katie.
Mhm.
She went live while they were still in court with
Yeah.
their names hashtagged 52 million thousand times. Then made another live stream. Then made a live stream driving down there. Then went live from there. So, I mean, Katie could have called in. Who
I
knows?
was
I don't know.
thinking the same thing. We don't know,
Yeah.
but it could have
You
been.
can't stop talking about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it could have happened. I don't know, but
Remy
We
said
don't-
it's sus about the card chasing. Remy's
Yeah,
stuck
that
on
is a
that
very.
card
I'm
thing.
not with that card. That card story don't make no sense.
well, the card lady said that she had taken pictures and her GoPro thing or whatever, and it was on her Facebook, and she was trying to send it to Queen, but that she wasn't really sure how to do it. But she said it was all on her Facebook. So she was supposed to put her Facebook name in the back chat, but she was lost with that too because she was using her GoPro to connect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She was all confused. But
Broken said that, but this lady and Betty already had words a week ago over the way Betty talked about vets.
yep.
So it kind of sounds like maybe there's a personal vendetta there with this chick.
Yeah, well, you could see if you look at the video, what they stabilized or whatever, and you look at it, you'll see there's one brown-haired girl, and she ain't happy. She's clearly on Betty's side. Then there's another
Yes.
blonde. Then there's another lady. So you can see all of these people kind of coming in and around and out or whatever. So I don't know. Could there have been a confrontation?
Where is
Anything could
the
have, or
stabilizer?
Betty could have been just talking crazy,
You're
and the
crackling,
cops
babe.
were like, "That's impossible."
No, you've been the whole time, but I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
you
But it's getting
lie!
a little
Like,
worse. It's getting worse, hun.
is,
I kept
is
my
it
mouth shut because I always call out her crackle and she gets pissed. But you
is it
were, and
better
I was
now?
like, it's
No.
Oh,
it wasn't too
what?
bad, but then now it's getting to where like I can't understand you.
Where is this stilled video?
Here's the you want to know something from the moral authority or the
Hey,
person who
Jenly.
acts like they're the moral authority? I haven't
I
even
don't
seen the
like
damn video
anybody.
of
I'm
Betty.
really mad.
Oh, you sound really good now.
Yeah, you do.
What'd you do different?
You do sound good. I haven't even seen the arrest video. I saw the mugshot because, like I said, I watched True Life, and you showed it on there.
Hi, girls.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Jenly.
Okay.
How about now?
No, now
Well,
you're
Now
fucked
you're
up.
crackly,
No,
but you
I
were
don't know what
earlier,
you're
you
doing,
were
chasing.
clear.
Wherever you were standing or doing like 10, 15 seconds ago, do that again. Because you were
Crystal clear.
perfect.
It was crystal clear 10 seconds ago.
And now it's bad again.
Yes.
Not real
I
bad.
mean, it's not. It's like when you first started talking. Like I let it go for a while.
Oh my god!
It's not horrible.
It's not horrible. I mean,
Say something else. What is she? She's
Okay,
tinkering.
don't.
She's tinkering. She's figuring it out.
What's up, Bendy?
How about now?
On the new? Oh, that's worse.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Teets. All right, I gave you my version.
Gone.
she said bloop.
She
Sorry
sounded
to be
really
the
good
moral
on that
authority
one.
to you there, Tracy. I just wanted people to hear the shit you were saying.
that one spot, she sounded really clear.
I
Yeah.
know it was super clear.
You know what I think it is? I don't know if she's using wired headphones, but when I used to have my Android, the actual jack thingy, the hole was messed up from,
Oh.
yeah, and it would do that. And I just had to finally be like, F it, I'm getting a new phone.
Yeah,
Look,
that
she
was
said,
so icky
Deets is a
chasing.
hater.
Ooh, and she put that in all caps, so she's serious.
Oh,
they're
chasing.
wireless chasing? I
You're
don't.
so icky. Ugh.
Well, just
Garrode.
take the earbuds out and disconnect the earbuds.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Who knew the word icky could be so offensive?
I think it was just honestly a miscommunication. What I came up here to say
Oh, it was an
is
intentional miscommunication, but yeah, go on.
what I came up here to say is that, okay, the judge said allegedly, apparently, we don't know for facts because there's no paper trail yet, right?
Yes.
That there isn't a warrant required. That doesn't mean there won't be a warrant. Okay.
Mhm.
That's number one. And in order for there has to be some type of reporting system and checks and balances. Because she's got an RO, okay? And so there's got to be a way to check that. Otherwise, people would be calling all the time and saying that people
Exactly.
violated. So there's got to be what I think it is not a warrant in the traditional sense, like we think when we go and look up warrants, how they're public. I think what it is a warrant that only law enforcement can see. Does that make sense?
I've
Is
never
that-
heard of
is
a
that
warrant
such a
only
thing?
law enforcement
I don't.
can see.
Where's Papa Jones? That's who we need. He's the
Mhm.
He's
cop.
in bed, probably.
Oh shit! You should. It's only 9:30. Wake him up, Jones. And no, but just ask him when you talk to
Here
him
Jason
next.
comes. Here she comes.
Here she
Coming in
comes.
hot.
Okay, I could text my son-in-law, but I'd have to get off the panel.
Oh, wait, I forgot. If I sound terrible, shut up. She said the reason she got arrested is because she threatened to sue somebody.
Yes, she did say that.
That's what she said
Jason's correct.
in
Mhm.
her members live, honey. I synced it myself. I did.
I need you to do another petty Betty chasing.
She did.
I like to have died last night when I watched that. I must have watched that thing like 5 times.
Does she have a new Petty Betty? I love her Petty
Yes,
Betty.
I
she
do.
does.
I do. You should see it. It's her best one yet.
It
See
really
that?
is good.
People out here think I have time to hate watch. I haven't even watched my best friend shit. Like, come on.
It
I
is
know,
really
you little motherfucker. You don't even love me.
Hey, I
Anonymity.
sent you
She don't watch
pictures.
me either.
Be nice.
Don't feel bad.
I know. I seen the pictures of the baby. I love it so much. Listen, what she had said was that even the officers and all the people at the jail never heard such a thing, that she was arrested for threatening to sue somebody. Yeah, they never heard such a thing.
So she was interviewing officers at the jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
She means
Yeah.
I think Petty
the
Betty and the
guards?
monkey drinking
Yes.
the Capri Sun need to have a little duo chasing
That's
for this
not it.
nonsense.
It's on my regular. It's on my regular channel, bitch. I was so mad. I put it on the regular channel. My regular channel, not this one. That's not me. There I am. Then go to videos, bitch. No, it's a
Videos
video.
or shorts? Oh, okay.
Video.
Oh, Petty Betty had a lot to say.
Oh, yeah, there she
It's
is.
the hair. I can't. It's the hair for me. And this one right here. The
Oh
opening is
my
just the
God.
best. All right, y'all watch it and I'll mute.
Listen, Linda Betty, Linda Blair, Exorcist. Jesus Christ. You're in the slammer. It can't get no more serious than this. You went to the pokey in the jail, bitch, you in the jail. And it wasn't even like big fanfare or whatever. You didn't hang a bullhorn. They told your ass, no more. Why don't you listen? This was supposed to be about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, not your funky ass. What did you think? Like, oh, well, I know what the judge said, but my imaginary lawyer says fine. So I'm just going down the anyway. Who even needed you down there? Who even needed you down there? Nobody. Now you got Tony upset. Seth probably upset. You gotta make everything about you, because First Amendment rights or whatever. How them First Amendment rights tasting now? I bet just about like the bread and water they're giving you in that motherfucker, huh?
She's getting a bologna sandwich. Betty.
Little motherfucker. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Is she still doing her thing on Monday? Wasn't she doing a protest?
She hasn't said. She did say that she was going to be doing members only content for a while now, because she just does not have time to deal with the drama and the hate and the haters and the idiocy and all of the things. She's had enough. She's had enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you just shouldn't talk about it. Guys, who am I? Who am I?
Okay. What we saw on that members only, this is my assessment. What I saw on that members only was the debuk inside of Betty was in control and trying to maintain calm, right? Tomorrow, the debuk might feel completely different and bust hell wide open. Who knows?
Chasen said yes, she did say she is doing it.
Isn't that like a standout outside of the police?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's about
Yes.
Sebastian Rogers, and she can't even speak on Sebastian right now.
Well, yeah,
What is she gonna do?
She can speak on how the accommodations are inside the jail from outside the jail.
That's
We're
about
a
that's
first
it.
person interview. That's it.
Wow. And I guess you could speak about Seth, but that would be it, huh?
Yeah. You know, I can't.
What's she gonna do? Say his Seth's son? Like, I mean, would that even be allowed? She'd still be addressing Sebastian.
I don't know.
I don't know, but all I can hear is dum dum. That's it.
Dum dum. Yeah. Way to go, dum dum.
Yeah. With your
Oh,
idiocy.
well, yeah, Tess, I was thinking that, like, putting it on memberships isn't going to stop the haters, as she calls them. And people are just going to get a membership.
Yeah.
She hasn't unprivated the live she did earlier on members only.
Right.
But Savage caught the first half of it.
Yeah, and all I'll say about the whole situation with Betty is this. She should have stayed her ass home at the hotel, motel,
Period.
Holiday Inn, period. It was not about you, and you made it about you.
Yep.
You can blame everybody, their mother. You can get everybody's whole family tree going back 19 generations, Betty. At the end of the day, you knew you shouldn't have gone there. You knew what you were bringing with you, and you didn't give a rat's fat kneecap, and now look what's happened.
So, Bindi, one
Yes,
might say she made it a circus, right?
You could say that, correct?
And one might say that's so icky.
Yes, you could say that's
One might
so
say that,
icky.
right?
Or
Oh,
you could
okay.
say
Just checking, making sure.
that's so grody. You could say all those things. It's so
Grody,
icky.
Brody. Okay.
Ew. You can do all of it.
Oh, yeah. You know, turning a missing kids case into a circus. Pretty fucked up.
Yeah. All right, girls. I'm gonna get down and let you guys continue with your. I did appreciate this montage, though, Jones.
Did you? I was hoping it was helpful.
It is helpful. You know, you can see that
there's a pattern.
Roots, bad roots.
You're talking about her fucking hair, and I'm talking about.
No, there's definitely a pattern here. And again, and I will say this is actually seriousness for a second. You know, when they're looking at, when law enforcement is looking at you, and you have a background, and this is what your background shows, they're going to take a different approach with you. For example, when Sarah Boone wanted to be unshackled in the courtroom, okay? The state brought in the court security, and the court security person got up on the stand and he said, "Oh, I pulled everything." And he said, "You know, you choked somebody. You know, you're also charged with second-degree murder, another violent crime, and his recommendation was not to unshackle her. And despite her argument, because Sarah Boone said, well, the one you're talking about, they dropped the charges. And the officer said, just because they dropped the charges didn't mean it didn't happen. Boom. So they are going to deal with, you know,
they're going to take that into accord.
Correct. They're going to look at the whole
at the behavior.
picture.
Bendy's knocking her mic. She's
I
getting so
did.
into those hand movements. She's
I
like, they're
did.
looking
I
at it
did.
all.
Oh, I did a whole thing and knocked my mic. You know,
Yeah,
y'all
they
can't.
will. They'll look at the pattern of behavior, her pattern of behavior.
They will. They will.
Dang, that's messed up, girl. That is messed up. Pearl, if you're still listening, I want you to come tell us the messed up stuff Ziggy said.
Oh, dear.
Just because I mean, yeah.
I want to hear it too. All right, I'm going to get down, girls, and let you get back to it. But I will say, nice job. Excellent, fantastic job on this montage, Jones. And it's very clearly labeled. You can see a clear pattern, and you didn't, and you put a question mark because
Bendy, before you go,
it's up in the air. You're right. Yes, babe.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh, hold on. Let me look a little closer. I want to be accurate here. You know, I always appreciate the ones, the mug shots where people are smiling because despite whatever the fuck the situation is, they have decided they finna let a smile be their umbrella. So I'm going to go with 2016 because she looks like she's having fun behind that camera.
That's why I like the third one of the second 2012 one. She's like, cheese. It's like they caught her mid-cheese.
Holy shit. I didn't realize that she had 3 in 2020. Damn, better.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Yeah. And the 2011, the first one is like, well, yeah, I did that shit. That's what that looks like. Oh, I don't know. I think 2017 is looking pretty rough. Other than that, they're not horrible mugshots. I've seen worse.
They're not. Although I will say the first picture of 2024, I know you have one back there, Jones, and I know you do, is that hairdo is a little reminiscent of Eileen Wuornos, where, you know, when she used to use the hand dryer, you know, and blow the top of the hair back and on the sides, puff them out a little bit. It's looking a little reminiscent of Eileen. Now, I know you can't do much when you're in jail, so I'm not trying to, you know.
Right. You got to work with what you got.
You got to work with what you got. I mean, you know, all right.
That's a whole thing.
Even Jodi Arias realized that her mugshot was going to be all over, and she wanted a moment to adjust her makeup. And that detective said, "No, you're going to go just like you are."
Yep. Yeah, we talked about that before. We talked about some things they've done to put on makeup in jail.
Yeah,
It's
hot
a
Cheeto
mess.
dust. Ain't that right? Oh, Lori Vallow, Daybell.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid lipstick and
coffee ground
blush.
mascara.
It's wild.
All kinds of things you can do.
Okay, I see what Pearl said. Ooh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna get down. Bye, you girls.
Okay, I'll tell. Oh, she's back. Bye, Bendy.
Bye, babes.
I was gonna tell you, Johnson, that Chasing said. I thought she said. Never mind. I thought I read a comment from Chasing that said, "Do you guys want to hear it?" But I must have misread
Hear
it.
what?
Betty's stream, but maybe I misread it. My chat keeps jumping, but Pearl just commented what Ziggy said, and that is messed up. Where'd it go?
Hello, girls. How are y'all doing?
Hey, love.
Hey, Jonesy. What you doing?
Nothing, girl. What you doing?
Nothing much. We got to get in that pool again.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. I love that night. I had the best time with you. That was so much fun. Now, I'm gonna start out with my opinions, speculations, allegedly, but I went on a nonsense thing today. I didn't talk, or anything, but I text in there that I'd like to see Sebastian back, and she said this is not I'm not talking about Sebastian or something like that. Yeah, it would be nice if he come back, and it needs to be respected and all this stuff. But she said you spelt Sebastian wrong. No, I didn't. I did not spell Sebastian wrong. And she got all up in my ass.
Oh, today?
Yeah. That was just in a chat, I mean, I wasn't up on the stage or anything. And I thought, and I liked her before then. I mean, I just listened to so many of them. It don't really matter as long as they somebody talking and stuff. And I thought, well, that's fine. I just text in there that I'd like to see Sebastian back home and stuff. And they
Well, I
needed
think
to
we
have
would
waited.
all like to see that for sure.
Yeah,
For
and I
sure.
said too, I didn't think that was the right time to call in if somebody did for Betty to get arrested at that little boy's uh vigil and stuff or whatever
Did
little
she,
celebration.
maybe she took it wrong. Did she take your comment wrong, maybe?
I don't know. I put it pretty plain, that I just
But
didn't
we
think
don't
that
get
was
to decide when law enforcement's going to go make the arrest, though. Like, it's not
no.
up to, it's not even up to the person. Like, if someone did call, it's not like that person can be like, oh, do it at this time. It's the exact moment. Yeah, they could tell where someone is, which would suck if that's what they did. But, it's not, it's out of control. Once the thing's reported, then it's on track for whatever law enforcement's going to do with it.
Yeah, I just wish
But
they'd have
I
kind of
do hate
waited
to
till
see it being done at his event for sure.
Yeah, 'cause they could have waited till whatever the voices or whatever she's supposed to be doing. I don't know if she even knows what she's supposed to be doing or not. I've been pretty upset with the way she's acted towards this because that little old boy don't deserve all that.
I agree.
It's just been a cluster, all it started out, but I didn't find no.
Uh-oh,
You're
you're getting a
breaking
little
up, love.
staticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't hear you as well now.
I'm on my phone, so I mean I don't know how to do this. Maybe I can cut my earpiece off and I'll still be on.
Maybe.
You might have to pop
You
down
might
and
have
come
to
back
pop
up.
down, yeah, and then come back.
Okay, honey. Just let me
Sometimes
know.
that fixes it. Okay, let me read Pearl's comment here. This is messed up. 40 minutes into her
Yeah, I've
live,
seen
Dee
that.
said she was scared to be out in her garden in case Six Up tortured, raped, or killed her. That's insane.
That is
That is,
insane.
what is
She said
wrong
that
with
tonight?
people? That's what Pearl's saying. She said she just heard it, so.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's bizarre as fuck.
That's
Oh my god.
I'm not sure why she threw that middle one in there though. That's really messed up. Well, I mean, the whole thing's messed up, don't get me wrong, but what is wrong with her? They knew where she was confirmed and it was in public, plus they minimized exposure for everyone. I understand what you're saying, SFs. I just think it just sucks, like something like that being done at a
Pearl
kid's
Girls,
event.
it's saying that your devices aren't connected. Jason.
Hello there.
Welcome back, Betty. Oh, Pearl's gonna post it in Gavel's Discord for you.
Okay. Okay, post it in Gavel's. That's fine. I'll see it. Look, though, the point in this picture is I wanted people to see like the pattern, right? So you got battery, touch, or strike. Simple battery, basically. Battery, non-serious injury, battery, touch, or strike, domestic battery by strangulation, battery, touch, or strike, battery, touch, or strike.
Yeah,
So there is a common theme. I think it's warranted for Katie to be like, no, I don't want her around.
Right. That's what, like Bendy was saying, you are definitely highlighting the pattern of behavior, and they're going to take that into consideration. Regardless of whether she was convicted of it or not, she was charged with it. they're absolutely going to keep that in mind that this person has a physical violent history.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Chasen,
Yeah.
are you gonna share it or are you playing
I'm
it?
gonna play it. It's on a phone.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
I don't know whose phone this is. I don't know
Oh
where the
well.
fuck this came from.
Oh
But
well.
My
I
bad.
got 2 phones.
okay, wait. Go.
Work through it. But at the end of the day, this is all going to go away. 100% guarantee that I'm not going to be convicted of any of these crimes. That these orders are absolutely going to be stayed. And there is definitely some major things going on in Sumner County, as you guys can clearly see from my thumbnail. How this was orchestrated, in my opinion, was so unconstitutional that it's not even funny. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to maneuver. I want to talk to my attorney, and obviously we're not going to talk to you, but I know that there was a lot of people that came out and supported Sebastian's rescue ride yesterday. And what an appalling, because these people called Michaela's, called those bars, said we were going to be the problem, we were going to do all this stuff, you know, this, that, and the other. And it was so untrue. And look, once again, they come and disturb a peaceful gathering for a father that just wants to support a good cause for his son. And it's just a little funny that there's been a large sum of money exchange with one of the people that were out there.
A large sum of money exchange.
What?
I don't know.
She's accusing people of paying someone off. That's
Yeah,
fucked
she thinks
up.
Craddock is what's it called when
Being
they're
or
bribing?
Just involved with some undercover good old boy like shit.
Like nepotism?
Here we go.
It is really appalling when I come on to social media and see people joyous that they tried to ruin a benefit for a missing 15-year-old autistic boy. I don't know how you can say evil. You know,
No, nobody was excited about that, Betty. We're excited that you got arrested. You deserved it. You violated.
Loud enough. Just the pure evil that's on here. People were there for a 15-year-old boy. And these people came and stopped it, disrupted. Came from Hendersonville, right? Intentionally came there when they knew they were not welcomed. Intentionally came there when they were told they weren't supposed to be there. That's the whole purpose of this event being on private property.
Who's she talking about, Jason?
Clue.
Okay, that's who I thought she was talking about.
They did send the police over to Clue's car.
Hey, I'll be
Yeah.
right back. I'm getting a FaceTime from my little man. Be right back.
Mr. Cletus. Yeah, they spoke to Clue and Cletus, and
I
they
seen
said,
that.
"Oh, yeah, there's no problem with you filming. It's fine. It's fine." But she kept pointing over there, like, you know, and the brown-haired lady too. But
and that's what's on this other video.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, with that being said, there was some illegal activity, but I can promise you it wasn't from me and it wasn't from any single person there. And with what has transpired and how it was cultivated, might come back and bite me. You know, maybe. Sure.
Oh, it's breaking up. Is it her connection?
She's messing with papers.
Oh.
Does it sound staticky or just like noise?
It kind of just sounds like it's like, I don't know, like she's dropping service signal or something.
Yeah, there are a couple pieces where she gets a little blurry or whatever, but
yeah,
then she comes right back.
And but don't worry about it. The reason why I was arrested is because I threatened I was going to sue people
Oh,
in
whatever.
that court of law.
So who
What?
has she threatened to sue so far? The Bower Sox
And Chris and Katie.
and Chris and Katie. So
The
that's
Clue, maybe.
She thinks that's why she got arrested. Oh, bitch. Okay.
No, baby.
Mm-mm.
That is literally the standing. I threatened to sue someone in America. So, like I said, this is beyond totally improper, and in my opinion, totally against the Constitution. Not against the Constitution, against state law, against their own Tennessee state law. So it is just, I'm kind of disgusted, but you kind of see a very specific environment there. And it's not one that seems to be holding up or defending the Constitution or their actual laws in the state of Tennessee. When I hear that parents can disappear their child, and the only persons that are harassed and have legal issues are the people that are helping, actually helping.
Did you hear what she just said?
Yeah, is she talking about Clue
Chris and
again?
Katie. She said it's crazy that that parents can disappear their child.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't even catch that. Go back.
it's like she's not even. You were just in fucking jail, ma'am. Listen, here we go.
And in my opinion, totally against the Constitution, not against the Constitution, against state law, against their own Tennessee state law. So it is just, I'm kind of disgusted, but you kind of see a very specific environment there. And it's not one that seems to be holding up or defending the Constitution or their actual laws in the state of Tennessee. When I hear that parents
Right here
can disappear their child,
Oh my God.
and the only persons that are harassed and have legal issues are the people that are helping, actually helping. Especially when those two people have never even went out one day to look for their son. All the time to come over to my channel and watch what goes on here, and somehow says that what goes on my channel here is some kind of contact to them.
Well, she broke up there. What'd she say?
headstones. So the reason she deleted it is because of what she was saying. She just finished stating that Chris and Katie disappeared their son, that they've never even gone out to look for him or to help, that they go to her channel for all this information, which is why now she'll be doing members, because they're clearly not members of her channel. And she thinks she's like protected because she's doing this sneakily under a members only stream.
It's still on a public platform, though. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
even if
she's
you put it
already
behind it.
violated again.
Yeah, she violates in this about 5 more times. It's crazy to me. She's trying not to say their specific names. So what she's saying is the parents, or
that's
them.
called something. I went over that during Karen Reed's case when Melanie Little, when that Kate Peters person was coming at Melanie Little, and there's a name for it. Oh, Bendy, do you know what it's called? It's not like pro se, but it's like it sounds very similar to that. When
Yeah, it was deleted, headstones, and I'm thinking she deleted it because she knows that more
What if
people
she just
joined to
privated
report it.
it's
No,
it's
she
when you
deleted it. It's gone.
when
Well,
you
it ain't
talk
gone
about
because it's the internet.
Yeah, and I
when
got
you-
it right here.
Stupid hoe.
when you talk about someone, you don't have to say their name, and it's called something specific. Like you can still be held accountable for that because you're alluding to that person, and it's very easy to pick up on who you're talking about. It has a specific legal name, and that's exactly what she's doing right here.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
I'm gonna have to empty my storage out. I'm gonna have to clean my phone out because I'm gonna have to be on point and ready to hit that record, that screen record.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with you,
she
Betty.
should- I don't think she should get away with anything that she is doing. And the way that she's trying to frame this is people are trying to ruin her real life. But I think, and it's a group of people online, is what she's saying. So I'm sure she includes us all in that, which is fine. After what she did to Summer's case, Quentin's case, Gabby's case, she doesn't deserve grace anymore. And it's not trying to ruin her real life. She's putting the parents, Sebastian's parents, in harm's way by alluding to thousands upon thousands of people that they never looked. They offed him because he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, she's telling people that Katie murdered her son.
Yeah.
You're inciting hate right there. You're inciting a campaign against this woman with absolutely zero proof.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go see what her. Yeah, she's got.
FU, this is from today. Yes, she got out of jail, went to her hotel, and then struck up a members only live stream and then deleted it. And I knew she was going to do exactly that. So it got recorded. So I'll keep playing it.
Okay.
But now we're on members only. They're not members of this channel. I'm not trying to contact them. Right? I've never tried to contact them. I think that's the problem. I've never made any efforts to contact these people. I've never seen these people on the flight and had one of those people not actually stalked me. I've never met that person either.
What'd she say right there? We couldn't hear it.
So
If they stalk,
his rescue ride was absolutely a success, and they loathed it so much that they had to cause chaos. They love. I mean, guys, if I can tell you, it was a huge trip. It was great. Something set up, and Karen and I came back to the hotel to freshen up around, I don't know, 1.
there you go. You can see her now.
Yeah, around 1. The parking lot was empty because it was only the people there, setting up. So I think we had like maybe 3 or 4 cars there. That was it. And so we came back. It was about, I don't know, it was a little bit. We ended up making it back there about right about 2 when the event was supposed to start. You know how sometimes events start, people aren't there right too. Well, when we pulled back in the parking lot, the parking lot was full. Absolutely, utterly full. It was.
Seymour saying that they can't hear. Are y'all?
Well, it cuts out in parts.
Yeah, she cuts out in parts. I mean,
Yeah, her signal's not good in that room at all.
It comes back. It goes and comes back. Yeah, this is all today headstones. It's pretty clear on my end, but it does come in and out just a little bit.
It's clear until she goes out. So I'm guessing that's on her.
Factors that are in the ears of these people, thinking that this is all such a great idea. It is very, very sad. I want to thank all of you. I'm going to do a live that's open to the public. You guys have been most of you guys have been with me, like literally from day one. And this is, I know, very upsetting because yesterday people were coming up to me crying, and I was telling them it's going to be okay. We have to go through the process. It's not a big, it's not a big deal. I mean, I know it's a big deal, but in the fairness of everything, like I said before, with all these other things that I had to deal with in the past, I went through the process, right? And in the end of going through the process, I have been successful. So this is going to be just one of those things that are going to be successful. And if I have to guess, I think that 90% of this is going to be gone by the middle to the end of September.
Oh.
So, like I know that this is a major smear campaign, and they're trying to get me kicked off YouTube. They're trying to get me, and this is real life. What have I ever done so horrible that deserves my entire life?
Pause.
because I search for missing kids because they don't like my attitude, they don't like my personality.
Let me count the ways.
Seems pretty barbaric. Seems like a big old bully. Seems like a group of big old bullies. So that's the process. You know, this is obviously probably going to cost a little bit more. We'll see what the damage is after we have an opportunity to speak to the attorney about this. But I can tell you this was very, very, I mean, I have a legal background. I've never heard of anything like this. The bail bondsman has never heard of anything like this. The officers have never heard of anything like this. Okay, so I mean, this is really weird.
They've never heard of a restraining order?
Nobody's ever heard of anything like this ever. Not ever. They've
Never.
heard
Never.
of this. This is crazy. Nobody's ever even heard of this.
This is ridiculous. She stands on the fact I've never even seen these people, but you've talked so like harassment isn't just like actually putting your eyes on someone or stepping on their property. It's so much more than that.
She doesn't even know them. Like, you don't even go here.
Look, you don't even go here.
You don't even go here.
Headstone said, "Do you have this posted?" I don't think so.
No, I don't. But I definitely can. Yeah, I can. What I will do is just
You're
put
gonna
a
have
Google.
to tinker with it. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a Google link out, and whoever wants it,
Okay.
can have it.
Okay. Cool.
You know, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she's wearing the good old "Silence is an Answer To" shirt. She sure is.
Yep.
All right. I'll shut up.
Going to quite work out. But I'm going to let the attorney here deal with it. I'm not going to really be talking about it. We're going to be on members only commenting for a while. Because quite frankly, I don't have the time for the drama. We're here for a 15-year-old boy that disappeared. And there's going to be another, I believe, another vigil that's going to be coming up in October. If I
You
remember
better stay
correctly.
your ass
There's
home.
going to be another vigil that's going to be coming up in October. I figured if I knew about it now, I'd let you guys know in case you guys want to, participate in that. And it's going to be, we're going to keep it about Sebastian, right? And
Not if you're there.
every right to. Seth wants his son found. Seth wants to know when he's going to come home. Seth, seeing this display going on with how much energy they can put into me makes it very, very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying? Makes it very, very, very difficult to wonder why they didn't put that in for his son. So their priorities, no, it's not their priorities. It's that it's the pressure. It's not the priorities. It's the pressure. And people think they can do illegal stuff and underhand this stuff. This is now so big that you can't undo what's been done. So it's I don't think why these people are laughing, I don't think they understand the gravity of what is going on. Is the problem. I think they're so
We don't understand.
single focused
Right.
that they don't now know the actual gravity of what's going on. And it's not gonna be in bad for me.
It is.
Okay. So I'm going through this process. We're not going to be talking about it. We're going to keep it focused on the cases that we cover. And we're going to continue to provide support, love, attention, admiration for Seth, for finding his son, supporting his work, supporting his team's work. Yeah, you know what? It's really funny because, I had an opportunity, I had an opportunity to speak with some people, and I took, they were asking me questions as well. It wasn't just one side, one way or the other. So, especially some of the booking officers, and
She really is insane. So
Yeah, she's delusional.
Yeah,
it was a two-way conversation. She was asking them, like, have you ever seen anything like this? And they were asking her questions because, I mean, fuck, she's Bullhorn Betty.
Betty, was the question like, so what are you charged with? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
oh, ma'am, I hear you have a legal background. Can you explain this to us? I guarantee that didn't happen. What is
No, it didn't. It didn't happen.
Jeez.
She's so crazy.
I will just tell you that I'm not far from their perception of what happened.
What? What does that mean?
She's not far from their perception of what happened.
Everybody in the jail is on Betty's side. That's what she's saying.
They've
All
never
those,
heard of anything like this.
all
This
those
is crazy.
guards.
First time ever in the jail or with the bondsman that somebody got arrested for violating their fucking POs. But that's not why she was arrested. She was arrested because she threatened to sue somebody.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So it is, I think that there's a lot of people in law enforcement in different jurisdictions, by the way, that are having the same conclusions as this channel.
Oh.
Posted a still of that mystery car. No media outlets will show. I tried and put it up to us. Most recent post about finding
Betty, what are
someone
you even talking about?
on my scorch
I
earth.
skipped a
And
piece,
then
but then I had to
I
rewind.
threatened to sue someone for his son. Alone, no other family. Right? A lot. I think
I was rewinding there.
this was a major eye opener for Seth. And I think that he's not, like, I think he was, how can I explain this? I think he's hurt and angry about everything because he's been searching for months for his son. Alone, no other family, right? Alone, no other
Right.
family. That's he had
Sorry, she looks so damn right. I'm trying to fix it for y'all here a little.
support, of course he has. But then the other side, nothing. Until we advertise the gathering of the voices. And then all of a sudden, it's scorched earth. On his event, on my event. Scorched earth. And then I threatened to sue someone and I get arrested for that. I just want people to
Get the fuck
understand.
out of here.
I guarantee if
Oh,
you
I
did
walked away
say
because-
to the officers, like, I was arrested because I threatened to sue someone, they'd be like, yeah, I'd never heard of that. Betty, that don't mean they're agreeing with you. They think you're fucking crazy. Like,
Dum dum.
Dum dum.
how not this goes well beyond abusive process. This is you detained me, you restricted my freedom and movement over a First Amendment privilege that is provided to me under a
No.
constitution.
that's
not
not what that means, you idiot.
Like, that's so not what it means. And I was getting so annoyed today reading the comments in her chat.
Oh yeah, nobody understands the Constitution. It's wild.
No.
Like, did ever we all had to take Constitution our junior year of high school, right? Our senior year of high school.
did. Yeah.
I did. Like, so many do not understand the
And
Constitution.
they don't know
It's
what that
wild.
was originated for and how it goes with government and schools for the most part. And they've expanded it. And shut up, Betty. That's what. Okay. Just shut up because you're crazy.
but of their state. So I don't know. I and not only that, but this when the orders are stayed or and we start moving forward through the legal process of that, these things go away. This whole shenanigans with why I was arrested, what all this other stuff, that all goes away. because that order wasn't lawful at that time. And so the arrest was based on that order. So
she just gave herself away. Okay.
Yeah, listen to that again.
Yeah, let's hear that one more time, because first she says it was because she threatened to sue somebody.
Yep.
Now she's saying the order, which is the restraining orders, weren't lawful at the time. Is she saying because she wasn't served with them, or she wasn't in court, so she nor her representative received them, so they don't apply to her? I think she thinks unless somebody like hand delivers shit to her, it just doesn't even apply to her. So now she fucks up because she's saying that the reason this is all going to go away is because the restraining orders weren't lawful at the time that they were issued. So let's listen one more time to what this cuckoo bird says.
So I don't know. I and not only that, but this when the orders are stayed and we start moving forward through the legal process of that, these things go away. This whole shenanigans with why I was arrested, all this other stuff, that all goes away because that order wasn't lawful at that time. And so the arrest was.
So that is what she's trying to say.
Yep.
So,
but a few minutes ago, it was because
it was about because she said she was going to sue someone.
Sue somebody, and nobody's ever heard of such a thing.
Nobody.
Yeah.
In the history of anybody.
Ever, never. And then 5 minutes later, it's because the restraining orders
aren't lawful.
You are a clown, Betty.
Dumb.
Dumb little bitch.
Shenanigans with why I was arrested, all this other stuff, that all goes away because that order wasn't lawful at the time. And so the arrest was based on that order.
And then she kept it herself. I don't know.
Like I said, I haven't talked to my attorney about it yet. It's a weekend. But I anticipate being able to speak directly to him on Monday. Even just to agree, there was no reason for you. There's none. I've done nothing wrong. And no order. And the order that was provided, in my opinion, is absolutely 100% unconstitutional.
That's not what you think it means, idiot.
And now she fucked herself even further because she can't go back on the fact that she doesn't know of the order, or it wasn't processed and given to her properly, or she's unaware of what it says, because now she's saying that the context of the order is unconstitutional. Therefore, you've read it, you know what it says, you're aware of it, and you knew you broke it.
Well, didn't she say she knew of the order before she even went to Tennessee? Wasn't that like a thing? Yeah.
No, she said that her lawyer told her it was nothing, not to even worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about nothing. Don't even worry about it.
I'd be getting.
But he said that none of this stuff was true. Remember, on her other live stream, right while the court was going on, she's like, none of this is true. None of that happened. These things didn't happen. You're listening to cockroach channels who don't know the law. These things didn't even happen. But now, clearly, they did, didn't they? Because you read it and you have an issue with it. Okay.
Even just to agree, there was no reason for you. There's none. I've done nothing wrong. No order. And the order that was provided, in my opinion, is absolutely 100% unconstitutional. Like that would be, but it's got to be stated anyways because of other reasons. But again, my attorney explained some of it on Friday, so we'll figure out the rest of it on Monday. I don't know what he's going to do. Even if I did know what he was going to do, I can't tell you guys anything about what's happening. But I can tell you this is exponentially more. I can tell you whoever has been raising money on their channel hasn't gone to my attorney nor myself. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know.
Who's raising money?
I haven't watched anything personally, so I don't want the.
Listen to this.
Who's raising money?
Whoever has been raising money on their channel hasn't gone to my attorney nor myself. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know what's going on. I haven't watched anything personally, so I don't want the creators saying I'm calling them out or anything like that. In all fairness, I haven't watched any of it personally. But I heard through the grapevine that there were some channels that really pulled together for support and had raised a significant amount that would help, the legal expense fund, right? Because I've shelled out a lot of money, and that's okay. I'm glad and fortunate that we were able to raise funds, right?
Nobody raised
And
food.
I was very helpful.
What
I was very
channel that
thankful and
supports
blessed
her?
for
None.
a couple great supporters that stepped up to the plate. So it was, with much more generous help, to say the least. Okay, so we were very blessed for that. And but those expenses are probably, going to be a little bit. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to have to reach out to a different type of attorney for other legal matters that have resulted.
So there's that one that was getting so long, honey.
It's like, how he's ashamed of.
Here we go.
Somehow embarrassed of it now. I mean, it's really funny how all these people loved it when they were a part of it, but now all of a sudden it's so taboo, right?
Talking about Justin, I think here.
No, the majority in Justin's chat were backing you. Oh, he stood up for me. Okay, yeah, well, that's nice because I'm telling you, he hasn't felt like a friend in a really long time. I can tell you that. And that's a little comforting, but I don't know who, it didn't sound like it was just him because he wasn't the only name I had heard. I heard that several people were trying to do stuff, and I really do appreciate it. And people are very generous. I checked out PayPal, Venmo.
Does she think that the $2 or $3 grand that Justin raised was going to her?
Did he raise money?
I don't know if he raised it, if it was donated. I keep hearing about it. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they're trying to say, like, oh yeah, he got like $2,000 or $3,000.
They might just be saying that's what he took in on
No
his live
way.
stream. It ain't for you,
Yeah,
boo boo.
that's what they're saying because that's how she's
Maymay,
taking it here.
Maymay would know. She watched his whole stream, I think. Is
Yeah, I
that
don't think he was raising it for her. Shit. He
Well,
cried.
Maymay said they were trying that he was asking for donations to help her.
Oh, okay.
Maymay said that earlier. I'm looking for it. Hold on.
Well,
My
then,
goodness.
Justin. Maymay Justin was one because he asked people to donate on his live while he was crying. Wait,
yes,
to get her out of jail?
He was crying over this?
Oh, yeah, he cried.
Oh
yeah.
my god. You gonna cry in the car? He fixing to cry in the
Y'all are trying to kill me with this. Are you dead ass?
Do we got a timestamp for that?
I can't even.
Yes, he was. Tierney, I heard him. I seen him cry. Somebody clipped it. And I was like, is he crying? Somebody called in and they had an argument and he was crying too. That was weird. He wasn't crying. The lady was. It was very weird. But
That's the clip I heard.
that was weird. Okay.
On CashApp.
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't know who. It didn't sound like it was just him because he wasn't the only name I had heard. I heard that several people were trying to do stuff, and I really do appreciate it. And people are very generous. I checked out PayPal, Venmo, and CashApp, and I haven't gotten back to responding or starring to everybody yet, but I did.
Where she mentioned Justin.
And that's a little comforting, but who, it didn't sound like it was just him because he wasn't the only name I had heard. I heard that several people were trying to do stuff, and I really do appreciate it. And people are very generous. I checked out PayPal, Venmo, and CashApp, and I haven't gotten back to responding or starring to everybody yet, but I did see that, and I do appreciate that. Thank you guys. I know you guys support. You
How
guys
many?
listen, there's a lot of support. Okay.
There were 47 members watching her.
Okay.
And it went up to 56.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of support for me. There's a lot of support for Seth and Tony. These channels, this hub of channels, we have to get away from them because they're very, very, very toxic. I know you like to go over there and see the drama, but you can't give them the click and the view anymore because they're creating chaos in these cases.
What?
Remember how they used to point the finger and say that we were all doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are really seeing a front row view of the damage that they are doing.
I'm gonna need somebody to
do to people.
DoorDash her a mirror or something. Girl.
She crazy.
This is insane.
Shut them up because they don't like their commentary. Or it's not like they've never met me personally, right? So it's either jealousy or they don't like me, right? One or the other. The people that don't like me won't watch me. The people that are jealous of me will sit here and watch me till the days that go to an end, just to find something to put so they can feel better about themselves.
Let
No.
me smoke the rest of this.
This is
joint.
for Sebastian and his parents.
Well, to be honest with you, reporting the hate channels just, like I told everybody, I was like, I'm reporting, it doesn't do any good. I don't know why people think it does. For whatever reason, it doesn't do good unless it's absolutely egregious. YouTube will not do anything about it. So,
Can you pause for a second, Tracy?
Yes, this is her member stream from today that she deleted after she got out of jail. Yes.
What's so crazy is she's bitching about I have freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. My constitutional rights, blah 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 blah. But then, but she wants to quash that with everyone else. Like they don't have
because theirs
the
are
right
more
to have
important.
commentary on you.
And everybody's a roach. Like,
So wild, she doesn't see it.
it's crazy that she thinks that people are doing this for, number one, for content, number two, because they're jealous, or number three, because they don't like her. She knows I don't like her.
You're just icky, Betty. You're
Yeah.
icky.
I mean, straight out, her and I could never sit in a room together, just like me and MGL. I think MGL is worse because I think MGL is actually evil. I think Betty thinks she's got such an inflated ego and she's so delusional, but I think she really believes what the fuck she's saying.
Oh, I think she does too. That's
And I think she thinks she's doing good out here, right? When MGL does it, I think she's doing it because she's mean. She's straight up mean. So either way, Betty, you're not going to get away with breaking the order again and again. If parents of a missing child felt it necessary to take time out and go to court, we're going to catch you every single time you do some bullshit like this. You're not going to get away with it. It's going to be played. Other people are going to record it. It'll be sent. You're not going to keep doing this. It has to stop. You're just not going to keep doing it.
they hate this is what they hate. They hate that they've been trying so long to destroy me. And every time they try to destroy me, I just come back bigger and better. And, I don't let this stuff get to me. Like, say they would probably, we saw people beat me up. And then when the tables turned on them and they started eating each other alive, when they had to deal with what I had to deal with, they closed their channels down, So it goes to show you that even the people that are hurting me, with whatever they're doing, I don't stop because, to be honest with you, when somebody intimidates me, it just gives me energy to keep going. It really does, because I don't like people thinking that they can intimidate me or
well, she's saying she's intimidated.
I don't know, beat you into submission, and I'm just not, I don't know. It's just my personality. I just don't do it, and the more that you push, the more I'll push back. That's just how it is. But see, I don't push back with illegal games. I push back with real, you know, and then
No.
and it's like, oh my God, she doxed me. No, I dox you. If you're here, if I find out who you are, it's because somebody posted it and somebody forwarded it to me or something else. You know, right? Unless you are connected with you somewhere on the internet, I can't find you. Nor do I have time to go look because I'm always working on cases. If you're going back down to intimidation, I barely read, to pick a new purpose, new genre of crime usually has perpetrators that won't want you there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. My lips are starting to dry. Actually, not too bad about me most of the weekend. Now they start bothering me a little bit. So I just got back and I'm happy to be here. You know, I actually thought I was going to be gone for the whole weekend, which kind of sucks. But you guys imagine that it's not the place I want to be. But you guys know it's not my first rodeo, right? I can tell you by the time I got to Sumner County, I was not the most pleasant. I mean, I was respectful, but I can tell you I wasn't. Like they knew I was keeping it together, but don't poke the bear, really, because it was you know, by the time I got back there, it was I didn't. You can't really sleep there. Like over in Montgomery, there was gracious, this is awful. There was a lady there that was like she was screaming, and you can't hear because of all the, you know, they said concrete, and so it has echoing and stuff like that going on. So you really, it's weird because it echoes, you know, and you can't hear what they're saying. You just hear them screaming, right? And so the one chick, I can't remember what I had to do, or if I just asked her if I could use the phone, she came and got me. I can't remember, but either way, I was going through, and while I was talking to her, she goes, yeah, she goes, today the girl thinks she's a cat, you know? Oh, so she was screaming. She was meowing really loud.
You got
You know?
sweaty?
Yeah, she did.
I'm gonna have to ask her about the protest.
I know someone came, Brittany's panel, and tried to cause. Well, people do that. That's why I stopped, you know, with the phones for a while until we get to a certain stage and this stuff stops. Just because nobody wants to, you know, we're talking about cases, and there's nothing that upsets me more and upsets my audience more when we're having a real conversation about a case and our perspectives, and, you know, trying to dive in, and somebody calls with some stupid stuff. It's just like, why? If you don't like the conversation and you don't like me, then leave. You don't have to watch me. You know, it's not like I'm calling your name. You know, it's weird. I don't get it. There was a lady that came in. She didn't stay in my thing very much. They kept me pretty much by myself, which was fine with me, you know. And there was a lady before she was processed.
For reputation
She
procedure.
was on something. I don't know what she was on. Something. And
Like,
she
put
seemed
that
fine.
on by herself.
It looked like she peed on herself while she was in there. I thought, I don't know if that's the case. Maybe she spilled something, like spilled water and sat in it. But yeah, the way she was walking and acting, I think she peed on herself. And I'm like, wow.
Betty, quit acting like you've never been in jail before.
I know.
You've seen the mugshots. Like, I could get this if it was coming from like someone like me or you who have never been in jail, but you've been there several times.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what the bed bug rumor is, but I keep hearing that she has bed bugs in the house. That's why everything's packed up.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That is
But she
weird.
scratches a lot.
Yeah, stop.
I hate itchy people. I don't hate them.
Well, I'm sure over time, you know, I'm going to cover a case in another state, and, you know, that's going to be what it is. Are you still doing the gathering of voices? Yes, we are meeting for the gathering of
There you go.
voices at
Oh,
Summer
wow.
117 West Smith Street. I
Yay.
think it's 9 o'clock. Depending on how many people are out there, we're gonna pray. We're gonna chant. We're gonna talk about different aspects of the case. I think that's really it. I don't know. I think that'll be it. But that's pretty much all we'll be doing. And then we'll be having cake and drinks. And I think
Oh, you will be having cake. The TikTok.
and then whenever that wraps up, we'll be heading out. We have to, obviously clean up. We can't leave any trash, any debris. We have a thank you card for law enforcement. We have a poster board that's going to have Sebastian's photo, and everybody can write, a nice little thing on there. And I think Me Too is going to be giving that to Seth from that event. I don't know. I think that really is about it. I don't know. So yeah. No, I know that it looks bad on the face, but in the end of all of this, it's everything's going to play out as it should. It's all going to be okay. And I'm hopeful in the end of this, the bad actors will be held responsible for their behavior. So that is kind of where I'm at with all of this. And I don't just mean the people that have initiated this. I'm talking about the bad actors, even the YouTubers, the ones that keep following me from case to case to case, and specifically for me. They're not there for any other purpose than me. And I'm a private person. So even though we're covering a public case, I'm still a private citizen. And they cannot treat me as a public person or a public case.
Oh,
So
you
there's a little bit different.
Sebastian's
right?
parents are
And
also.
she is a public person. We're technically considered public people because we have channels. Like, she's a public person.
Yeah,
What's she talking
they
about?
are the private ones.
Right.
They're considered private citizens that she's harassing with her public platform.
Yeah.
She's so crazy.
Legalities that we have to do, but that has been established, and we've been making sure that everywhere we go, we call law enforcement, make a paper trail. Even out there in Tennessee, we've got that. We've got the paper trail for my own home. We've got, there's a lot I've been doing over the last 2 years to really document everything that's been going on in multiple jurisdictions in multiple states as they come up. And people say I'm trying to be a drama queen when people, do things like call the room or, post where I'm located and stuff like that. And they say I'm being a drama. No, I'm making sure that I have a case number and making sure that I have a paper trail of who did what where. That's why I'm always adamant to make sure that they know exactly, and I have to make sure I have that on their body cam footage and everything, specific names, because we know those are the specific people doing those things.
So that's pretty much it.
Wow.
I tried to get the rest of it, but she had deleted it before I could get the rest. So I was like, "Fucking bitch!"
This is messy.
And then Savage was also recording it, but
she only got halfway through though.
Not even, yeah. Her and Val were talking a lot, and it would by the time they started playing, it was it. So I will upload these to a Google Drive, and
cool.
Whoever wants them, we're gonna have them.
It just blows my mind that she is suing someone for defamation because she believes that person or her panel lied on her. But yet, in her mind, it's okay for her to defame the parents of a missing child.
Yeah,
That's
she's
what
above
blows my
everyone.
mind.
Totally
Like, it's okay for her to speculate because it's her opinions and her constitutional right.
Yeah.
It's just mind blowing, all of it.
I never seen nobody like the Betster before.
It's mind numbing though. Like, oh, like I do agree we get waterboarded with Betty content though, because it's just a lot. But this, like when she does something like this that legitimately needs addressed, then yeah, it is important.
Right.
But it does add to the circus. I've always felt like that.
I mean, I don't believe in harassing her or fucking with her for the sake
Mm-mm.
of, even though she might be an asshole, you know.
No.
But it seems to me that every case she goes into, she takes it way too far. And she can say, well, by whose judgment am I taking it too far? I think by anybody's. And Sebastian's case proves that. The judge thought you took it too far.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
and this is just the first time parents took it
Hey,
to the
Anonymous.
law.
Right.
They're a different kind of animal.
Which is
They
what we've
weren't
been wanting.
standing for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We've
And
been
I'm glad
wanting
that they
parents
weren't.
to stand up for themselves.
Yeah. Tater.
Oh, Tater,
I
I
said the
think she
same thing.
was. I bet she was like
I got 10 years as a paralegal lawn lady.
Shawshank Redemption up in there. She's like, "Give me a desk and some paper. I got you. I got you." Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, is this where Justin cries?
Yes,
I
this is where he
cannot.
cries. Do y'all want to watch
I
it?
gotta
real
see
quick?
this.
I gotta
Yeah.
see it too.
All right, let's go.
I get very frustrated.
Okay, maybe I need to slow it down.
Normally you
He's
don't have
so
to with
slow.
him. Yeah.
Whenever, you know, I feel like I'm being pressured into answering something I don't want to answer,
Watch it.
or just don't really feel comfortable with answering.
I just was saying that I don't think that
Hold on. Pause.
call or whatever.
This is the one I heard.
This lady kept asking him the weirdest questions, and it didn't make
Yes.
any sense whatsoever what she was trying to ask. And you could tell he couldn't really hear. So he was just like off the cuff answering things. So I think it was a huge miscommunication. She gets so fucking upset.
Really?
It was ma'am, it was so difficult to listen to. You know when you hear something and you squash your shoulders like all the way up to your
Yes.
ears and like bite your teeth together? It's one of those. And he's just like, he doesn't know what the fuck to do because it's so weird what she does to him right now.
It is. This is the one I heard. But my question is, I haven't been watching all the things, but I have caught on a couple different panels and clip channels, through like nonsense clips that she does and stuff. There are a couple of individuals that are going around to all these different channels, and it seems like they're posing questions very similar to how this person is, like trolling, intentionally trying to stir up the creator,
It's
or to
really
bring
weird.
some shit to the live or to the panel.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
wild.
like, it's so. Can we just keep that thought for a second? I've been hearing it so much lately.
Yeah.
It's these random people that we've never heard from before, like not the regulars who call or do whatever. It's these women who show up on a panel and their questions are never like a yes or no or a direct or clear. There's always like low volume or something's wrong with their phone or they're outside or they've never done this before. And they're trying to start something, but naively trying to start something.
Yeah, passive aggressively.
Weird. It's so fucking weird.
Yep.
But
I've
listen to this woman's questions. You got to like rewind it a little bit here, Jones, and
All
you
right.
have to hear her.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see where
Is
we
she's
are.
just fucking crazy sometimes, and
Yeah.
This one? Where she's crying? Shit.
You got to rewind it. It's
Yeah,
her.
go back a little bit further. I think Clipper had it. One of the clip
He's
channels
so
had it.
confused.
ever it's but I think the
A little more.
Okay, so what?
Because you can see
all
how
right, my
confused.
dear. Well, thank you so much. I
All right,
appreciate
she's
that.
coming up now.
Okay, you're welcome.
All
I'm
right.
gonna keep watching the rest of your
Thank you, love.
what do you call it? It's not a show. What do you call this? A
Show. It's a
okay.
stream
Watching the rest of these
live.
podcast? No.
Thank you,
Okay, I'm gonna
Haircutless.
keep watching the rest of your live. Okay.
Thank you, love. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Love you too, buddy. Bye bye. What about the leg? Yeah, reality. Is reality still in here? I mean, that she had a lawyer, but when court happened, it sounded like no lawyer there. After court, VHB said lawyer said, don't worry. Now, I don't know. And she'll have call her again. It's not one.
Am I in the right spot or do I need to go back again?
No, you're good. I think
You're
it
good right
starts
here.
right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
It's
making
this
sure.
call.
I need to go. It's
You're
not
good.
going on my other phone.
Sea lining. Yes, that's what it's called.
Anonymous.
Clutch your pearls.
Justin.
Hello.
Well, hi. I have a couple of questions. I just want to maybe clear some air for myself and maybe some of your chat and the rest of the world. Would it be so bad to call the police and have them go down there and do a warrant check on her?
And do a what, honey?
Would that be it? Do a warrant check on her, on Betty. Would that be a horrible thing?
Do a what? I don't understand.
A warrant
A warrant?
check on Betty.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay, so would it be so bad to have somebody, the police department, go down and check Bullhorn at this gathering that she was doing today? Would it be so bad to have the police go down there and check her out? Would that be a horrible thing?
Well, I guess they did.
I know they did.
Okay.
But would that be a horrible thing to do? And if she was wanted,
why is he so damn loud?
as she was,
I don't know. He's blowing out my eardrums.
I know, but I don't.
obviously, would that be a horrible thing to do?
I mean, the law is the law. You don't
Actually, no, Caden. No. She'll stop.
don't show up. That's what happens. I think people, if someone did call, I think they could have called at a different time. In my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. But I'm not here to really get into politics of it, though.
Maybe they called at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the police just chose to show up when they did, right?
You know, maybe they have.
To see when I have the volume cut down, it's hard.
Yeah,
to
you
hear.
got to keep it turned up. We just got to deal with his loudness.
Okay. Okay.
So we can hear her.
Okay.
A warrant in Mars. I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm not here to get into politics. That's not.
Well, I'm just saying, there's so many people saying, it would be such a horrible thing if somebody had actually called the police to have them show up at this time. But maybe it was not that. It wasn't.
Well, I mean, I think she's been there. She's been there for at least a day.
Right.
Right. So I mean, I don't know if someone called or didn't call or whatever. It's you know, but you know, I think the timing is crappy, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I don't, you know.
I mean, what if they called at 9 o'clock in the morning and the police they just chose to show up at that time because they knew that she would be there?
Well, that's very unfortunate luck.
Well, for Bullhorn or for the person that called?
Both.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
She's just wanted.
obviously she's wanted. She didn't show up.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what are you wanting from me? What are you wanting from me? Are you wanting me to just agree to you? Is that what you're wanting?
No,
I mean, because I'm giving you my answer, and you're wanting me to.
What the fuck is a sea line?
Oh, I was muted. It's this chick. This chick is a sea lion. What she's doing right now is sea lining.
And it's where they just passive.
It's like a passive
aggressively
aggressive
troll.
trolling. Yeah, they're trying to get the creator to say what they want the creator to say without actually telling them to say this. So they're going to lead them down this avenue and these narratives and these questions and things like that to get them to say something, whether it be incriminating, just foolish, anything like that. If it doesn't work out, what'll happen is what the chick does here with the crying and the BS.
Which is insane.
Wow. Poor Justin.
But you're wanting me to answer what you
Justin,
want me
I'm
to answer.
I'm trying not. I don't want to be argumentative with you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is,
Well,
if
I
somebody
think it's
calls
very
me and
unfortunate that Betty acts like a crazy woman sometimes. I think it's very unfortunate that other people act like total animals sometimes. I think it's very unfortunate that people act like assholes because they're with a missing child's case. This kid is dead. I mean, what the?
Whoa, whoa,
What?
whoa.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
crazy.
this is why I heard it because someone told me this timestamp because that's what he said, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And
And then
somebody asked me to call him out.
yeah,
I'm like,
I know. I'm like,
clearly
I
you
don't
were
even
there. You fucking
you.
go call him out. What are
Yeah,
you
go
talking about?
call him out. But it is fucked up and it's wrong. It's
Yeah, no.
absolutely. We have
Just
no proof
get
or
that shit out,
evidence.
bro.
Mm-mm.
Not cool. Not cool at
Don't
all.
don't lose hope like that. Don't
What
do
the fuck
that.
would you put that out there like that?
Mm.
That's so sad. That's why y'all be doing all this whack shit on
I
the
don't
side.
watch Justin's ass. I seen the clip. I don't watch him. Mm-mm.
No, I don't watch them either. It's just, I can't. I physically can't.
The fuck? It's sad. This is a child. And you guys act like these people act like fucking animals. I take it personally.
Okay,
So I
I'm gonna
could see
try
where
not to roast the fuck out of him right now.
Right. So he was getting annoyed, but then he said that one sentence and he knew in that moment, oh
fucked
fuck.
up.
So now he's really not happy, but he's not talking to her aggressively. He's talking about how Betty
The
and other people
situation.
act like
Yeah.
idiots. Now watch.
This is what a sea lion
It's
does.
disgusting. It's despicable. Everybody just wants you tower to me. Well, fuck that. I won't tower to anybody. I'll go with my heart on everything and I will tell the truth on both sides.
I'm just saying, Justin, I have literally never seen this side of you.
Well, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Every fucking case. You go try to help your fucking tragedy pimp.
Hey, did unblurring Kylie? Okay, we don't need to talk about that right now. Okay.
Can I okay.
I'm just
It's
get it.
Like
Yeah. Does sharing a sexual assault victim's information and tie your
any
dogs, is that
reduction.
helpful? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're called a tragedy pimp. You're called this. You're called that.
With you, Justin. I swear to God, I am. That's just
No, I know you're not. I know you're not. I mean, I know you're not.
No, I'm not.
No. I know you're not trying to like start anything. I'm not saying that. Sorry, maybe I misunderstood you. I'm on a roll, so. So you know.
I don't know you like this.
So you know, it's
listen to her.
It's just ridiculous. You're
she's starting to cry now.
not going to please everybody. You're just not going to please everybody.
No, I'm just trying to have normal.
You know what I mean? I mean, people who speak the hate all the time, it's from their hearts. It really is from their hearts. They're hurting. They're absolutely hurting. If you have to call someone names all the time, you're a tragedy pimp. You're this, you're that. Look inside your heart.
This bitch knows he ain't talking to her and listen to her.
Well, you see the eyebrow go up
so
like,
confused.
wait, what the hell?
Yep.
She's sobbing? Like, hold up, bitch.
Like,
What?
why is she crying? I just, had a rant about the situation and now she's bawling. Mm-hmm.
I would like Justin if he wasn't so ignorant with some shit. To be honest.
It's not intending to have this conversation. You.
So everyone is hurting. Everyone is hurting. You know, I mean,
But I have never known you to be this way. I'm just trying to have a conversation.
no, it's just ridiculous that people want someone to answer the way that they want them to answer.
So the memberships and all that shit's about to start popping off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
You know what I mean? And it's and it's just sad for Sebastian. It's sad for Sebastian. It's not about how, I mean, is Seth perfect? No, not at all. Not at all. None of them is. None of them are.
There you go.
But the thing that I appreciate about Seth
Glad you fixed that.
is that if I have a question, he will answer it. He'll answer it.
They don't have to answer to you.
I know. I heard this on Nonsenses today. It's like Justin's
Yes.
big issue with Chris and Katie are the fact that they're not out here
They're not
and they can't
talking.
be used for content. And
Yep.
it's like they don't owe anyone in the public, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. They don't owe any of those people shit. They owe it to law enforcement, and law enforcement have told us they are being cooperative. They have never said anything to the contrary about them. They don't have to do anything else but that.
But let's be real, law enforcement don't even have to do that. They owe us nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
And again, it may not be what I want to hear. But it is what it is. And it's just time people grow a spine. You don't have to be in a clique. You don't have to be in this. You don't have to be in that. And the one thing that I do respect about Betty is that she's too confident.
Yeah, that's not to. Never mind.
That's her problem.
That's nothing to
That's her
respect,
problem.
bro.
Is she's just fucking crazy sometimes. And to be a real friend, I think you need to hear what your friends are saying sometimes. Because if you have a lot of people coming to you telling you the same thing, and if you have a friend lucky enough that will tell you not all the time what you want to hear, but what it is, it's sad. It's sad because I know Betty has a good heart. She's hurt. She's hurt like a lot of people in here.
I know.
Yeah, but that doesn't negate the behaviors of hurting others like she's doing with this family. It doesn't give you, hurt people, and I get that. I truly do get that, but that doesn't mean we turn a blind eye and do absolutely nothing because it's like, oh well, she's hurting. Okay, I feel bad that she's hurting. Stop fucking attacking others.
Right.
Stop doing that.
Like, never mind.
You would suggest that maybe this was not like a planned sort of because I understand that she was arrested right before the vigil, and I don't think that maybe that was not planned.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm here to just deliver the message. I'm not here for any specific agenda. What's that?
You attacked me in such a way that I was literally trying to have a conversation.
Well, I apologize. I apologize to you if you felt attacked, but I felt like you wanted me for me to answer a question that I wasn't very comfortable with answering, to be honest with you, because for me it's not about should have this have happened, should have that happened. I'm not responsible for another's actions. I'm only responsible for my own. And so
my God, May, that's exactly what it is. It's grudge matches between creators with kids as their targets. It's sick. And it happens on our own side of the motherfucking streets. Say I'm lying.
It's true.
Felt attacked. I want you to know that I did not mean it really wasn't about you in any way, shape, or form. So I deeply apologize if but I get very frustrated whenever I feel like I'm being pressured into answering something I don't want to answer, or just don't really feel comfortable with answering.
I was asking a question that was constantly confrontational. I just was saying that I don't think that the call or whatever was happening with Betty, had anything to do with the timing of the vigil. Maybe it did, because I wanted to make sure that she was there. That was my whole point of calling.
Right. You know, and you know, like I said,
I don't know you.
the law is the law. The law is the
That
law, and the law
wasn't the
is going to do
point
what
of
they're going
her
to do.
call, but
You know,
whatever.
they're going to do what
No,
they
she was saying like what would be so wrong with calling it a warrant check, and now
Right,
she's
but
totally switching it
it
up.
was a totally different question. Like, would it be a bad thing if somebody did call in a warrant
Pearl,
check?
she sure did get over that quick, didn't she?
they're going to do, and whether, you know, like my granny used to say, like it or lump it, like it or lump it. So
Right.
yeah. So thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. Again, I apologize if you felt attacked.
But I do pity him for having to deal with that caller because that was very strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop down, y'all.
I've
I almost
noticed a
have
few of those around.
both of these uploaded, and I will I guess wait for headstones to
Do you want
email you,
people to
Jones.
email? Do you want people to email you, or how do you want people to take your
I was
email?
just gonna put it up public on the damn.
Oh, well, just put it up.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, right.
They'll
Just put a
see it.
link to the Google Drive. It probably won't
Yeah.
be till tomorrow morning because they have to upload. But all right, I love you.
Okay, yeah. Like, thanks for
I
that.
I think it's not a new form of trolling like sea lioning isn't, but I do think that there are 2, 3, possibly a few more individuals that are going around this entire sector doing this very thing that woman did to Justin.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense on it.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care. I'm not mad, by the way. I just want you to know that. Okay. I appreciate you calling. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. I apologize, guys. I got a little emotional there. But you know,
You're
I'm real. I'm just real. I'm just going to keep it real, and that's just that. Oh my God, Hush Pup. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support, my dear. That is the most memberships that someone has ever donated to me. So thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you. If you received a membership, please thank Hush, our sweet Hush Pup. But I just get sick and tired. I mean, this is a child.
No shit.
This is a child. And I couldn't live without mine. You know, and I can't
That's
imagine.
what you're feeling.
You know, and that's why I get
Right.
so angry at Chris and Katie, is because there's nothing. There is nothing. You know, no communication at all. And I would be
to the public.
going
We
through
don't
hell.
know.
Look at all this coming in.
Oh, I'm not looking at the screen.
Oh, it's
Is
just
that
a bunch of super
Oh, yeah.
chat.
To tell everyone whatever they need. Whatever they need. If you need a question answered, let me clear it up for you. So, for a Zen moment, muddy pause. Thank you. Yeah, maybe we do need a ride on the subway. Ugh. All right, beep beep, mother chickens.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop.
Yes. Thank you so much, Hush Pup, for gifting 50 memberships. I really, really do appreciate that, my dear. Nina, thank you so much. Thank you for your super sticker, honey. Hi, Justin. I've been silent so far. I am deeply saddened and appalled at the amount of hate that has been fostered surround Sebastian's case. We are seeing how hate twists and melds people's hearts and minds. Thank you for speaking the truth. Thank you, True Sleuth. She's like my sister.
You forgot the part on Truth Sleuth that said it's about Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know, bro. It was the last little sentence right there.
Thank you, True Sleuth. She's like my sister. Thank you, honey. Can we have chickens now, people? We need a breather. Yeah. You know, it's just ridiculous. There's so much hate. It's ridiculous. I don't hate anyone enough for that. Dear Sebastian, we are praying for you and are waiting for you to come. You are never forgotten. Thank you, Only Being Chris. Thank you, DJ. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Chris. Robin, Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. 3 months. Thank you, sweet Robin.
I
Appreciate it.
don't
And thank you
watch
again,
him
Muddy
to
Paws.
know like if he is throwing hate towards the Proudfoots or not, but just from his thumbnails and titles alone, he's definitely,
Yeah.
pointing the arrow in that direction. And it's like, how can you not see what you're doing what you are upset about right this very moment? There's not one shred of proof leaning towards them. Do I like all the stuff that they've done? Nope. Absolutely against some of it. Corporal punishment being the biggest one. But that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, hell, Pearl.
Was Justin Stacy.
Oh, God. Look, we can get off Justin now, but I want to go back to
I
the
do want to hear
stuff
that
thing
Ziggy
really
thing.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is Ziggy talking. I'm assuming it's her talking shit about Six Up.
Six Up?
Yeah, so look, I'm going to play it on my phone.
I tried to sleep on the trampoline the other night. I thought about going live about it, about all their stuff, but then I was thinking, man, as crazy as 666 is, she'd probably try to like sneak over the fence and like rape me or something crazy. She's a lunatic. She acts like in love with me. So I was thinking, well, or kill me, or I guess I should say unalive me. One of the two or both.
Hold up.
Okay, she's worried about the word kill, but you just said that she would rape you. What the hell is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Oh my gosh.
I was about to say you're changing to unalive, but you just said rape. Like, what are you doing? All right, let's listen.
Me or something crazy. She's a lunatic. She acts like in love with me. So I was thinking, well, or kill me, or I guess I should say unalive me. One of the two or both. Or torture me. Or steal my dog.
Oh my God.
It's a real fear, guys.
What?
What?
That's fucking crazy.
That is so bizarre.
It's
This
still, hold on,
place-
there's more. There's more.
Oh my God.
I have mental like anguish from it.
Oh God.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, I know that sounds extreme, but so I was like, no, I can't do that because I can't let people know where I'm at. Like, exactly. I'm outside, easily accessible out here, easily unaliveable.
Oh my God, stop it, Ziggy. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to do anything to your ass. What the
She is just as delusional as BHBG said.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Hold on, there's more.
Oh my God.
Easily whateverable. That in my house I feel pretty safe because it's pretty secured, but
I can't get over her thinking Six Up wants to rape her. Who
I know,
in their
I-
right mind? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Just because Six Up like reviews your content and does commentary on it does not mean she wants to rape you. That's warped. That is very warped.
It's very, very warped. Damn, you little conceited heifer. You just think she would be down with that? Weirdo.
flip flop because I don't think it's extreme. I know, right? Like, her behavior is extreme. So, I mean, it's just, it seems that I mirror people's action. I mirror people's energy. And so if I'm having to take that kind of extreme measure, then that means she's doing that equal of extreme bullshit.
What has she ever done to you, like physically in real life?
That was all of it. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, that's so fucked up. Ziggy, you should be ashamed of yourself, girl.
She should. That was too far. That Michelle, yeah, they're married, but they live in separate states for now. She needs
Oh,
to
do
get
they?
him up there and protect her from the big bad wolf. Like,
And the big bad sticks up coming for you.
Yeah, I know we're making a joke of it, but that was too fucking far.
Yeah,
that
it was.
too far.
It's been going on for years. Enough is enough. Girl, do what you feel like you need to do, because that shit's crazy.
Like,
she said you could come and rape her and kill her and torture her. Oh my God.
Like, don't take it the wrong way, but I could understand her because 6up does review her. I could understand her being like, oh yeah, I'm afraid that she's gonna come here and, do something to me. But to go to the extreme, like to boom, out of the gate, the first thing she said was, I'm afraid I'm not gonna sleep on the trampoline because she might come and rape me. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? That's a freaking long jump into the situation.
There are
People
so many
wild.
weirdos on the internet, that Michelle, for sure.
Yeah,
People
that's
are
a fact.
crazy.
That is a fact. I know you just play her videos and commentate on them just like everybody else does.
Yeah, but
It's
some people
so
can't handle that
wild.
shit. Some people cannot handle being reviewed or commentated on.
Mm-hmm.
And she
I-
thinks 6up is obsessed with her. That's creepy.
To say that, like, I don't know, that was gross. I audibly gasped when I heard. I was like, "Oh, what?"
I know.
What?
It shocked me.
What?
It's not a laughing matter, but it did. It shocked the shit out of me. It
I
was
just,
like,
I knew it was
wow.
coming because Pearl said it, and I'm not, I believe Pearl, of course, but just to hear it, I was like, "What? She said that? She did that?
That's insane.
Oh my god, that is that's a stretch. You might be careful, 6up. Seriously, you're gonna keep an eye on that shit. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, I hate extremes. You go too far, and you end up into a weird territory, and that's an extreme right there. That chick just boom, jump to that.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, everybody's wild out here, wilding on these streets.
Well, I mean, we cleared a few things up tonight. The manufactured drama, cut that shit out. Betty and
Nobody was even thinking of your ass, let alone talking about it.
No, because that's honestly what led us into the Betty part of this content.
Yeah.
Is trying to figure it all out. But I'm glad I enjoyed tonight. Sitting here learning
Me
everything
too.
and going
Me
over it, because
too.
I typically sit here and bounce the things around in my own head, or sometimes I'll talk to Mom, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I haven't been trying to stay up on it. Does that make sense? I know what's going on, but I don't know all the details. Chasen came up and gave us those details that I had no
In-depth
idea.
details.
Yeah.
So, Country
Hey,
mentioned
Irish.
Dolly, said, shocked you like Dolly. Is it true Dolly and Molly met up?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
It was
how did that
so
go?
awkward.
Oh my gosh.
Don't make me. Oh my God.
I think one of my sorry, I'm yawning. I think one of my last clips, before I stopped clipping, one of the last ones was of their fight. Do you remember their end of round 1, round 2, round 3, they were going back and forth at each other, and now they're beating up.
Well, I guess maybe. Oh, hold on. I guess PJ deleted it.
Yeah, 6up. I'd have been shaking mad too if I heard that.
Have you seen Dolly get shot by the fence?
No, he got shocked by a fence.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's watch it, and then I'm gonna have to go. I'm
Yeah,
yawning
I
big
gotta go
time.
to bed too. I gotta go to work tomorrow. All right, look, watch.
Wait. Set this up for me. Where?
Okay,
I
they're
see
out on a
horses.
trip. They're on a road
Okay.
trip, right? And they just
Yeah.
visited this Amish town in Pennsylvania, and this was before they went to meet up with Molly.
Okay.
And they're just going over to pet the horse, and there's kids around, and Dolly
Does he
shocks
accidentally touch it, or does he do it on purpose?
He accidentally.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Even the kids know not to touch the damn fence. Look at his face. Look at his face right there. They're all thinking, "Mama, what's wrong with that man?"
Look at all of them looking at him.
Oh my gosh.
You see the horse?
You hear it. Do you hear that little
Yep, that horse said it wasn't me, man. It was not me.
He's like, I know better than to touch the fence.
Oh, that shit's funny.
That little girl, does she say, "Mama, that scared me"?
Oh my God. Let me go see. Let's see. Oh,
Mama, that scared me. That's so cute. Oh, that's a funny. I'd say he deserved that little zap.
Oh, shit.
I told you.
Look.
PJ's like, I told you.
And the mama's
This
like,
reminds
get back,
me
guys,
of,
get back.
this is like City Slickers.
It's so bad, but it's so good. I appreciate PJ putting this up.
That's
don't
funny.
touch it. Anthony.
Oh.
You just got the video. It's like they all didn't know it was really electric. So then when he accidentally hit it.
Hey, I'm glad he's the one who touched it and not the kids.
Oh, God, I know.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
true.
Oh, nonsense. Said,
Where?
"Hey ladies, just getting home from the movies, but want to clarify, I have no clue how that got started at all tonight. I was not speaking on one particular person, just all the BS." That's what I thought.
That's
Like, I
what
didn't
we
even,
thought, yeah.
when you
don't
were
know.
talking, I didn't have a creator in mind. I felt like you were just generalizing everything. And that's what my comment was too. But the twist is real. The twist
City
is
folks
real.
just don't get it.
Pearl said I had to smush my face in a pillow to laugh because it's after 4 a.m. over here.
It's so funny.
That was hilarious.
But no, Molly was her little, I don't know, somebody's got it. You'll have to find it, but it's probably on Clipper or Kool-Aid. But
I'll check Clipper.
Molly met up with them, and she was questioning Dolly on if he really slept with Betty. And then she said that she asked Dolly if Betty's kuka smelled like Valvoline oil.
Oh my
motor
God.
oil.
What? What did she at? Better than a chicken cutlet.
She's
well, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe not, Dee.
Maybe not. They're both bad
She said because
smells.
she's always sitting Indian style. She's always got her cooter out towards me.
Oh, is that why there's the cooter wide open troll? Not that they're a troll, but the name.
Yeah, wide open cooter is about
Wide
yeah.
open cooter.
Well, no, that's about Betty telling Jay she had a wide open cooter.
What?
Oh yeah, Betty.
Y'all
was
are wild over here.
Betty was talking about Jay done had an affair on her husband, left him, got with this new dude with her wide open cooter, sleeping with JLR on the side. like all the shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, Archer.
You
Oh
leave
my
him alone. Don't talk to him like that. Nonsense that I didn't even see your comment, Deep. I was just rolling. That's what I said
know.
myself.
It was
Did she even see your comment? And Deep's
it
like, I
was
don't think so.
it was such a generic comment, and like I said, it's no different than the dozen other comments surrounding it, so it's very weird that that was picked out. That was definitely manufactured, and look, I'm not saying that, you know, she manufactured it. Maybe someone sent it to her and stirred it up, but that was some bullshit. Bullshit. Goodness gracious.
Somebody said something in front of PJ. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was asking all those questions in front of PJ. And
Mama
she was
Llama. Oh, sorry. I don't think she said Sebastian's name though. I think she said Seth's son. Didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She said Seth's son.
Seth's
She
son.
didn't say Sebastian's name, but I put in the comments that like she could see Betty's live further later on in the live.
Okay.
Because it seems like she's at the beginning.
This dog, we have our daughter's dog because they're on vacation, and I love him. He is the best, cutest dog ever. He's a Labradoodle, but he barks anytime. Like Luke just got home. Anytime he hears a door open or a creak, and he has.
Well, that's normal.
It is, but he has the. You know, we have Coda, this little tiny nothing dog, and
Yeah.
his barks are like little. And so Archer's is this big, rough. Woof, woof. I was like, oh my gosh, dog. We're glad, but he's so lovable. He's barking and running to you with a stuffed animal, and he's gonna wag you to death with his tail. I'm like, he's not gonna be very helpful with an intruder because he's just gonna be like, "Hey, you want to play? You want to play?"
Like loving them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama Llama says she did in the members only. Sav played today after she bonded out, so that was the same one we watched. Maybe we just didn't catch it.
Yeah,
Or
I caught the
maybe-
Seth's son. I just didn't catch his name.
Yeah, I don't know, but she'll get to see it later on as she continues to replay this live.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me up, Jonesy.
Thanks for coming up, loves. I
Night,
appreciate
y'all.
it.
Stay safe out there on these streets.
It's all kinds of shit going down.
Crazy.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up or your thumbs down for your girl if you just a hater sitting in the bushes watching, because I know there's a few of you there. Just give me a thumbs down. It's all right. We all good. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the conversation. I hope everybody has a great start to their week, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.
Rain comes. Yeah. If you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free. In a hippie hut, just like Jones, and you see